Yo, what up? Good to see y'all. How you doing? Cosmonte, hey, stepping out to smoke an infused pre-roll. Perfect time for a live. Hey, I'm glad to hear, dude. Hell yeah, have fun. Thanks for stopping by. Yo, Super Hideo, dude. Yo. Run Mooney, yo. Skyer, yo. And Run Mooney, yo, what's up, Skyer? But Cosmonte, Run Mooney asked, what strain? Run Mooney's trying to get in on that. How y'all doing? How's your Sunday going? I literally I just got out the shower. I jumped out the shower and I was like, go live. So yeah, I'm running a little behind, but making it work. But for the most part, I think today I just wanted to make new CDs anyways, so it should just be chilling. So I could like focus more on chat, because usually Sundays are a little bit more busy, so I wanted to like lock in, you know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, how's everybody's Sunday going? And as you may notice, I got some more unpacking done. I just moved. I still don't have any like posters or anything right here. And I gotta figure out how to set the camera up. I low-key want to put it on that side of the room. But at the same time, then you would just see a window and you wouldn't be able to, and you would see my screens. I don't want like people's stuff to pop up. But as Skyer says, just chugged a monster. It is indeed a Sunday. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. Oh, you know what I should do? I should put the chat like a giant monitor right here with the, because then I could look at the chat and look at the camera when I'm reading it. Oh shit, I gotta write that down right now. But it is indeed a Sunday. Sibley Dale chilling this Sunday. Oh yeah, Skyer, what monster is it? Like a green monster, white monster? What kind of monster are you on? But here, let me blah 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 blah. But Sibley Dale says chilling this Sunday. Made hamburger helper for dinner. Oh hell yeah, dude. And now no need to drive into work tomorrow, so I'm up. Hey, let's go. That's what's up, dude. That sounds like a good old time. I love having like being able to work from home. Like whenever you don't have to like, you can sleep in a little bit. Oh, dude, hell yeah. Now, dude, hamburger helper kind of underrated. I was watching like a food history video with Intellectual, which also like just they're kind of interesting because like. They are very much like an NSFW, so like they show a lot of skin, to put it lightly, but at the same time they have a super wholesome like YouTube history channel. So like it's kind of interesting because every time like every once in a while she'll like be like, hey I'm very like sex positive, yada yada yada, but like now we're gonna dive really deep into like every political thing in the 80s. It's like, I just love the juxtaposition that she has, you know what I mean? But anyways, I was watching that. I mean, not to promote her stuff, but I mean, I guess so. Yeah, her YouTube sounds cool. Anyways, I'm promoting the wholesome side of her stuff. Anyways, yeah, she did a video about like simply the duality. I know, right? But yeah, she talked about, I think in the 70s, hamburger helpers when it was invented, and people were like talking mad shit about it. But she was like, "Yo, hamburger helper kind of slaps," and I was like, "Thank you." But yeah, and Run Mooney says, "I've had hiccups for the past 2 days. It's been weird." Oh wow. Like, have you tried all the tricks? Have you tried getting scared? You know what I mean? Try like getting jump scared. Watch the video of like the car driving down the road and it's like, ah! You know what I mean? That might help with the hiccups. And speaking of that, Ramuni, Monty says the strain is Cherry Wowie sativa. So yeah, Cherry Wowie, hell yeah. And Skyer says bad apple. Speaking of bad apple, remember whatever happened to the bad apple from Apple Jacks? Do you remember those commercials? What happened to that bad apple, dude? Monitor under the live stream camera so I can talk to chat while reading it. Hey, yeah. And simply does the fucking ghost car. I know, right? Yeah. I remember the first time someone showed it to me, I was like, there's no way. Like there's a catch here. Something funny is about to happen. I can feel it in my bones. But yeah. And Saku says, have you tried super appreciating it? I know. How you doing, Saku? I mean, oh my god, Saku. Zaku, how you doing, dude? How's your Sunday going? Yeah, Zaku and I, Zaku's gonna join us next Sunday for the stream again. Because hopefully by next Sunday I should have more stuff, like put away. So then I should be in a lot better space. But yeah, I was talking to Zaka the other day while I was unpacking stuff because we were just catching up about life stuff. But yeah, Sibley says classic. I know, right? And Sibley says sweet. Hell yeah. I'm glad you're hyped, dude. Hell yeah, Sibley. But Rumuni says haven't tried getting scared. Never heard of that one. Yeah, Rumuni, I've heard that getting scared helps get rid of your hiccups, dude. Because I don't know, just something about it. Because like your brain like resets, like oh, like stop hiccuping. This is more important. So yeah. But Rampage says, "What's up, Groovy? Yo, what's up, Rampage? How you doing, dude? Good to see you. How you been? How's your Sunday, Rampage?" And I saw Zaku. You said you're chilling at the park. That's what's up. Hell yeah, we love to hear it. Yeah, I gotta find a good park to chill at out here. What's wild though is for the first time, someone saw like the free CD thing. I mean, of course you know the free CD thing, but the free CD thing, one of them, the variants of like the free CD thing on like skating at a skate park. Someone was like, "Isn't that the skate park from this like one '90s movie?" And I found out, yeah, there's a '90s movie called Grind, where like there's a scene where there's like a guy like hitting on the girls at the skate park when he shouldn't be, and like her dad comes and he's like, "Get out of here," with a bat. And I was like, "Oh shit, it is that park." So it's just like funny. For the first time someone called it out, I never even heard that movie. But it's called Grind. And the character's called Sweet Lou. So if you look up a Sweet Lou Grind on YouTube, that's the exact park that is in that I'm skating in the, what's it called? The free CD thing. What's funny though, on top of that, is Ramoni says, Monty, in case you can't see the chat, Ramoni says, Monty, hell yeah, that's dope. I've had 2 strains crossed for it, but I never had that one. Okay, hell yeah, Ramoni, that's sick. That is what's up, dude. Oh, let me get the iPad too. I'll put the chat over there just in case. Well, I don't think I need it right now. We'll set up the iPad if we need it. Start doing it that way. But I was gonna say, oh yeah, so speaking of that one skate park, what was hella like inspiring, but also like kind of interesting. Damn, I feel so bad because I forgot the guy's name, but I haven't seen him in like years. But the first time I was doing music full time, I would always like make myself skate at that same park. Like, well, funny enough, the clips that I took was when I was doing music full time for the first time, and because I would make myself skate there like I think every twice a week. And there was like this really old dude, like I think he said he was like 70, and he would pull up in the skate park with like a helmet on, his pads, and like he was like, yeah man, I'm trying to stay fit. I go surfing all the time and I skate like when I can. I think his name started with an M. It was either like Mark or Paul or something. But yeah, anyways, but yeah, dude, it was super inspiring because I was like, dude, I wish I could be 70 and still somehow be able to like ride a skateboard, you know what I mean? But I remember once I watched him fall and I was like, oh, that's it. That's it for my boy, dude. And then, like he was down there for a little bit. I went to go check on him. I was like, are you good? He was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just, I'm tired. I was like, all right, that makes sense, yeah. But yeah, but shout out to that guy, dude. If you ever go to El Dorado skate park, there might be an older dude skating there at like 7 in the morning, shredding too. Not like shredding, but like shredding enough that's like, good enough to ride around the bowls. Yeah, oh geez, lol, but props to him. Exactly, yeah, props to him, dude. But it was kind of terrifying to watch him skate because I'm like, dude, like at any I was like, I wanted to be like, bro, you might want to keep surfing, dog, because like you fall in the water, that's way different than if you fall on concrete the wrong way. You know what I mean? But at the same time, he was buff too. He said that he could do like 100 push-ups a day still and everything. I was like, damn, dude, you're more ripped than I am. Well, at the time he was. Now, your boy kind of just got back from the gym. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Okay, so I need CD. I need disc. Also, I caught up on orders, dude. I can't believe it, but since after packing, I stayed up till like 7 in the morning, like every day for the past week, like the last 7 days, just packing orders every night, just nonstop. And I'm finally all caught up. So these are the only ones I couldn't do. So it's about like another I think this is like 15, and then but they're not like way old anymore. Now I think the oldest one is like February 17th, and then I got this weekend. So I probably only have about like 30 orders to do tonight. but I'll probably do those off stream just because like there are a lot of like, you know, those easy ones. Plus I need to make more CDs anyways. I mean, you can't really see it right now, but yeah. But yeah, so everyone, if you were waiting on a package from me for like a while, it's now been shipped. So that's pretty cool. Oh shit, Night died. Oh, you just joined. Oh, I want to call you out. Damn, my bad. This rug goes hard. Oh yeah, dude, I forgot to mention. I forgot I had one of these. Remember I mentioned I wanted to get a rug? I got the motherfucking like toy car rug, dude. I got the motherfucking. Here, let me pull out the tech deck, dude. I got fucking. This is gonna be so embarrassing, but fucking. I got the motherfucking. Yeah, dude. I got the fucking kid rug, dude. So yeah. Yeah, I bought this forever ago, but I couldn't use it because my cats, like, I don't know if you could tell. You probably can't. Yeah, you can't on screen, but like my cats fucked it up right here because they were like, I'm gonna claw it up. So I could never use it, but I don't let them in the studio because I don't want them to claw up stuff in here, you know, all the merch and stuff. So I got to pull the rug back out, dude. So now we got a kid rug. Thank you, Run Mooney. I almost forgot to mention that. Hell yeah. But yeah, I have a whole bunch of stuff to bring up today too. I got all kinds of stuff for us to talk about. Hey, no shame there. I know, right? Yeah, I mean, speaking of tech decking on the floor, dude, y'all, I mean, one of these days we'll like all field trip to Zaku, one of Zaku's shows, because there'd be a bunch of shows that Zaku just randomly in the middle of the dance floor would pull out a tech deck and just start tech decking, and everyone would be like, oh! It was a silly time. It was a really silly time. My time. But yeah. Okay, so now I need CD covers. That's why I grabbed this. But yeah. But the first thing I want to bring up. Oh, Jermaine, I forgot, dude. Everybody's already here. Well, I guess Roses isn't here yet, but I don't know. We can tell Roses when she gets here. But or I guess they get here. I don't want to assume, but Jermaine's doing good. So I just watered Jermaine yesterday. It's still on my to-do list to get a bigger pot for Jermaine, but look how luscious and green Jermaine is, dude. Isn't that beautiful? But yeah, Jermaine's doing great. Their stems feel great. You know, they got the new big one, and now that I've been giving Jermaine like a more stable place to be, they aren't really tripping anymore. I just watered them, and yeah, Jermaine's looking really, really good. So Jermaine's on the come up, looks like. So yeah, shout out to Jermaine, dude. Hey, yeah, absolutely flourishing. I know, right? Yeah. The only thing I feel bad about is that so with my new place, oh shit. Well, first Jermaine got so big that it's like hard to even put them right here. Yeah, so we put Jermaine right there. And then this is my closet with all my like clothes and stuff. So whenever I come in here, I have to like push Jermaine to the side to go in my closet. So I'm kind of snacking Jermaine around every day. But yeah. But I have to figure out like more space for Jermaine or something. I still need to get a bigger pot. I need to like Google how big they get, because maybe I'll just put Jermaine like, I don't know, like right here in the middle or something. Or maybe not. I'm running out of space, as you can already tell. But Rampage says, healthy green Jermaine to the hell yes. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Jermaine's a real one. But yeah. But yeah, I still am not done unpacking all the way yet. I just have like 4 boxes left that I gotta figure out what to do. And then I'll probably spend this week making the room look a lot cooler. Oh, in fact, I almost forgot. I wanted to try this out, see how this looked. How's that look? Can you really, you can't even tell, dude. I actually can a little bit. It's too far away, dang. What about like right there? Can you see? No, I guess not. I have one of those like galaxy lamps, but it doesn't really show up. It doesn't look like, damn. Okay, well. Yeah, you're watching me live try to figure out the stream setup. Cool. But yeah. Oh yeah, but the first thing I want to bring up was I found some more fortune cookies. because I keep all like the notes. Oh shit! Yeah, Ramuni. Let's talk about that. I guess let me finish the fortune cookie thing real quick. I just want to read them out real quick. So I guess a while ago I got a fortune cookie that said, "Soon you will be getting the recognition you deserve," which was, I mean, that was like a while ago, so that's pretty cool. I guess so, yeah. Oh, I got it. I got that fortune cookie right when I got the this Shopify award, low key. When I got this award, that's when I got the fortune. I got the fortune cookie like a week later. I got this a week later from the fortune cookie, which is pretty cool. And then the other one was a pleasant surprise is in store for you, and I forgot when I got that one. I don't think I might have probably got surprised somehow. I don't know, fortune cookies you do be spitting. But I'm sorry, Ramuni. All right, let's get to you. Per stream title, yes, I want to bring that up. I made some pancake muffins the other day. Made some strawberry chocolate chip mix for Valentine's Day. Oh shit, hell yeah! I decided to bake them in a mini cupcake pan. They looked exactly like little bite muffins. Oh, that's so cool, dude! Congrats on that. Yeah, I love it when you make food and you're like, dang, I kind of did exactly. I could have bought this. You know what I mean? Like when it looks like restaurant quality or like like quality. I don't know. I'm always like, oh hell yeah, because usually it's like way healthier. You know what I mean? And it's like tastes better on top of that. That's what's up, Ren Mooney. Yeah, I brought up. I made the stream title "Pancake Muffins" in Star Wars. It's because the first thing I want to bring up, pancake muffins. That's what I've been eating a lot of. Pretty much I'm trying to save money. So I pretty much am telling myself I'm not going to the grocery store to buy myself anything. Which I already kind of broke it a little bit because I had to go to the store for something else, and I was like, I might as well grab some chicken while I'm here. But I'm trying to eat every single thing that I have that hasn't expired yet, just to save money because it's I don't want to waste any of this food. So I had a bunch of pancake Kodiak cake mix, and I was like, cool, I'll make some protein pancakes. Oh,
new merch order from Karanvir.
Thank you, Karanvir. If you're watching, let me know and I'll pack it as soon as I can after we get some CDs made. Hell yeah. But yeah, so I've just been and the reason why I make pancake muffins is because I don't like using the stove no more, dude. I'm like, stove's kind of overrated. So I was like, can I make pancakes in the air fryer? And I have little cupcake silicone cup things, and I was like, let me just pour the pancake mix in that, see what happens. And then yeah, I get they're really dense, which is kind of unfortunate, but I just get I make 4 little pancake muffins, and I just get a little tiny little bit of honey, not a tiny bit, but a little plate of honey, I guess. It's a custom ceramic bowl I made as a work thing way back in the day. And then I just get my little pancake muffins and I just dip them in the honey and eat it like that. And bro, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good breakfast. So yeah, and it's 15 grams of protein per little muffin. So I'm like, dang, dude, starting the day off strong. You know what I mean? So yeah, I make that they're very satiating, which is nice too. And I think they're only the whole thing is I make 600 calories. So that's, and I only eat twice a day. So hey, yeah, it's a good start to the day in my book. So yeah. But to your point, Ron Mooney, I want to start adding bananas in them. I think it'd be sick to cut up some bananas and put them in there because I bet they would. Oh, dude, it would be so dank. And I still want to figure out how we can do a cooking stream. I want to figure that out so bad. My plan was I was thinking about doing all the streaming stuff in the living room because then I could have done something like that. But I don't know. I still look up to a wireless camera. Yeah, that's in my notes too. Well, here, I'll just future me when I rewatch the VOD, add wireless camera to the VOD notes. So yeah. But yeah, and then the reason why I brought up Star Wars was because, let me write this, cross this off the list of things I want to talk about. So I mentioned last stream that I've been learning a lot of ancient history stuff. Oh, Simply Dale says first, that is now something I might try. I recently tried making stovetop for the first time in a long while, and they were not the best. Yeah, I mean, so to be honest, stovetop pancakes are better. So if I were you, I'd maybe if you want traditional pancakes, Simply Dale, I would still say, hey, you might want to lock in and try to figure out make the stovetop pancakes. But in terms of I'm a dude living in an apartment, I just want some breakfast real quick that is breakfast food, bro, kind of undefeated. You know what I mean? So yeah, but it is worth trying though. I'd say try it just to try it, Simply Dale, because it literally you just literally add the mix, add some milk, whisk it, and just pour it into little cups, and then put it in the air fryer and you know what I'm saying? So it's super easy, and then you just let it bake in the air fryer, so then like you can like walk away, do something else, and then like they stay super hot in the air fryer. So what's it called? Yeah, you can just let them sit there until you're like, okay, I'm hungry now, and then you grab them. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my advice simply Deo is if you like, I don't know, it's more of like I'm just a dude by myself meal. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't do it with like your girlfriend or anything, because then she'd be like, bruh. So yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say. But I remember when he says pancake muffins, spectacular. I'll take 22 or 42. I know, dude. I haven't tried them yet, but it's on my like, to-do list. Just try to make those. Because I don't have any bananas right now. But I gotta buy some bananas. And yo, you can do the muffins on the cooking stream. I would be so down, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. We gotta do a cooking stream, dude. So yeah. And yo, Ranbard, what's up, dude? It's good to see you again. How you doing, Ranbard? How's your Sunday? And I got those CDs. They're rad. Also listening to this at work, lol. Oh hell yeah. Dude, well, I'm glad the CDs made it safe and sound. Thanks for dropping by to let me know. You know what I mean? Or I guess let us know because we're all here. You know what I mean? Thanks for letting us know. And yay, listen at work, dude. I'm glad to hear I can, hang out with you at work. And we're just hanging out, chilling. So yeah. And Simply Deo says, you're right, legit skill issue on my part, Lamal, but for sure, yeah. I mean, to be fair though, like pancakes, like it is something easy to cook, but like if you don't cook a lot, then like, I don't know, I'm not the best pancake cooker either, I'm not gonna lie. Especially because there is like I feel like different cultures have their own pancakes. Like I ain't gonna lie, like my mom, I hate to say this, like it's keeping it real, but my mom, I feel like she makes like black pancakes, and that like for some reason there's always like a crusty butter edge to them, which I don't even know how my mom does it, how she makes them just like that. Because whenever I make them, they come out like, a pancake you would expect to get like a Denny's or something. Because Denny's makes theirs like really fluffy too. So it's like, I don't know, pancakes are like its own, you know what I mean? It's like deceptively simple, but it can, you can kind of go in on pancakes. So yeah. So I don't think, yeah. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, I got that, I got all the pieces, okay. So yeah. And then, so the second thing I want to bring up is that I was saying last stream that I've been really into like learning like ancient history and philosophy and stuff lately. That's been my thing I've been into on YouTube and all that. And I found out in Mesopotamia days, so like the BC times, they called the planet Mercury Naboo, like from Star Wars Naboo. So I was like, damn, dude, Mesopotamia, they knew about Padme, dude. Star Wars said in a galaxy far away, what's it say? A galaxy far away, long ago or something? Dude, Star Wars was talking about Mesopotamia, dude. There were ancient aliens, dude. And the aliens were Ben Kenobi and Luke Skywalker, dude. But yeah, I assume they just got the name Naboo from like learning about ancient history, but like it's just fun to me when I heard that. I was like, oh, Star Wars. But yeah. And Jay's on fire. What's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by, Jay. I hope you got a fire extinguisher, or unless you enjoy being on fire, then you could be on fire. I'm not one to judge. What about waffles? Yeah, waffles are dang too. The only thing about waffles, I used to be a big waffle guy. Like I used to love eating Belgian waffles, but I don't know why, but like food places, they used to like have little like Belgian waffle combos and stuff that were like really good, where you get like your Belgian waffle. Whenever I get breakfast, I want eggs and like bacon or sausage. You know what I mean? I want the whole breakfast. And sometimes Belgian waffle places will be like, no, you get just the waffle for like the same price as like a whole actual breakfast. And I'm like, dude, that's so. Anyways, but making waffles. So I used to make my own waffles and stuff. Yeah, waffles. I love waffles. But the thing is, I'll admit, I bought a waffle maker. I was making a bunch of waffles, and then after like the first month of owning it, I was like, damn. I do not want to clean this waffle maker ever again. This shit sucks. I wonder if they have like a air fryer waffle maker though, because if you can make air fryer waffles, that would be kind of ridiculous. Waffle mold. Oh. They do have waffle molds for your air fryer. but it's kind of interesting how they work. Yeah, because if you could make how does this work? Yeah, so I found some waffle molds, but I guess it would work. I don't know. I'll have to try that. But yeah, my big thing with Jay with waffles. Oh shit.
New merch order from Martin.
Shouts out Martin, dude. Thank you, Martin. I appreciate you. Hell yeah, if you're watching, let me know and I'll pack it as soon as I can after I get these CDs made. But yeah, so they do have waffle air fryer things, because that would be pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get how it works though, because it doesn't fold in on itself. Maybe I'm just dumb, but yeah. I'm gonna have to do that, dude. Hell yeah. Shit. I'm gonna add this to I'm gonna screenshot this. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it, because I am a waffle enjoyer. I just, you know, my beef with them was just the waffle maker is so hard to clean. And when you get them at like a Denny's or something, they always make it expensive for no reason. So yeah, that might solve all my problems. But yeah, I like waffles more than pancakes, huh? You know what I mean? The old like 2009 internet discussion. Pancakes versus waffles, dude. So yeah, I'm a waffle. Anyways, my bad. Rambling so hard. Remember when he said, so the butter edge on pancakes is actually, what's it called? The butter edge is actually self-explanatory. It's just the uneven distribution of the butter popping onto the pancake while it's cooking. Edges are there because it introduces more moisture. And the fact that it's butter, my White House family refuses to make them any other way. Okay, okay, well maybe it's not a black thing. Hell yeah, Rummy, I'm glad. It's just a, you know, you gotta know. It's just a you love butter thing. Yeah. But I feel that, yeah, because you know, growing up with them, it was like hell yeah, it reminds me of home. But after a while, I was kind of like, I don't know. I feel like as I gotten older, especially because I'm lactose now, I'm like, that's too much butter, dude. It's too much butter. I can feel it in my stomach like 10 minutes later. So yeah. I'm glad you agree with me on the butter edge pancakes though. But I know some people are like, bro, don't give me pancakes unless it has that butter edge. So yeah. But Rambard said, reminds me of the time I forgot to clean up my rice maker, and after a couple days it was nasty, I just threw it away. Yeah. See, Rambard, I see what you mean, yeah. Yeah, also too, because it's kind of good that you did, because if I'm mistaken, isn't like rice like the #1 thing when you leave it out for too long? It can like grow like crazy bacteria. Like it grows the most unsafe food bacteria if you let rice out for too long, because the bacteria is like, we love all the starch in rice. So if you don't like clean out your rice cooker like ASAP, it can go bad. But then again, I know a lot of people, I know some families would just like let the rice cooker just sit all day long and like they're fine. So I don't know, maybe they got the antibacterial stomach or something. I don't know. What do I know? I make jazz. I make internet jazz. But Alessa, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? How's your Sunday? But you said, hey, question, are you thinking / have you made anything else like Monster Tape Volume 1? Yeah, so I have a lot of different albums other than just Monster Tape 0. They're all on my Spotify. So Monster Tape 0 is the only exclusive album right now. But yeah, I'm on Spotify. In fact, it's playing right now. Or I guess you're on Instagram, so it's down here. So I have all this music down here. But in terms of Monster Tape 1, yes. I just moved, and my 2 main focuses right now are to set up all my stuff so I can have someone help me. So I want to essentially hire like a virtual assistant, like pretty much, like low key. Especially because I was thinking about it. I have a lot of friends that are like, oh, A-OK, dude, thank you. What's up, A-OK? Good to see you. How you doing? How's your Sunday? But yeah, let's well, welcome everybody from A-OK. Thanks for checking this out. Yeah, we're just what's it called? Hanging out, chatting, sharing stories, talking about music and stuff. We're talking about air fryer pancakes, air fryer waffles. But yeah. But what's it called? Alessa said, yeah. So yeah, my main goal right now is just to get more help with my music stuff because I'm just like so slammed and behind on everything. So I'm probably gonna hire someone for the first time ever. So I'm kind of like excited for that. And then on top of that, yeah. And then other thing I'm working on is Monster Tape 1. I already have like one song completely made, and I got I have one song completely made. I have one song that's like 90% made. I just gotta like sit down and do the last bit of it. It's called Expired Plates. That's done, and then I gotta make the other 11 songs. So, but I already have them all like sketched out and stuff. So So yeah, so that's what I'm working on, Alyssa. Thanks for asking. But I guess let me go. Oh, my bad. Well, I guess real quick, Funkhauser, what's up, dude? Good to see you. How you doing? How you been? How's your Sunday? And A-OK, thanks again for the raid, dude. How I been? Yeah, it's been good, dude. It's you know, it's Sunday. Just got back from the gym. Started a little like 2 minutes late because I've just been with the gym earlier. Took a shower and like immediately started streaming. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for asking, dude. But yeah, let me keep going in order. My bad. I guess I don't have to go to order, but Jay says cheat code is adding Sprite in the mix or club soda to like when you're making like waffles and stuff. I've heard about that, dude. Because doesn't it help make it more fluffy? Because like, you know, it's gonna all the carbonation. You know what I mean? I've never tried it though. I might have to try that. Yeah, thanks for the tip. Jay's on fire. And Ramoni said, for the butter bread, you just gotta know ball, dude. That's true. You just gotta know that. You gotta know ball. You gotta have that like that 90s mom ball that knows how to make the butter pancakes. But Ramoni says hello to everyone rating. Yeah, hello everyone. Thanks for stopping by again. I appreciate you. I don't know if y'all have any opinions on Star Wars or making pancakes in the air fryer. Feel free to share your stories if you got them. And A-OK says, do you have an EP/LP coming out soon? Yeah, I was just mentioning that I'm making the follow-up to Monster State Zero. I'm working on it right now. In fact, I did what's it called? So I know there's so many people that have asked me to like do art for me, but I just feel bad because I've already like done so much with Michaela. I don't want to like take it serious and be like, hey Michaela, sorry, but you know what I mean, because we already have such a good working relationship. But it is on my plan. That's another part of the assistant thing, is that I have someone who could be like, hey, everyone in the Kaiju Club who wants to do stuff, talk to me, and then you know, I'll give you the, you know what I mean, that way like there's someone else whose job is just to send all the emails to everyone to like coordinate stuff, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, so I hit up Michaela to do the follow-up for the album because she did this album cover, so I wanted to do the Most Safe 1 album cover. And I, you know, sent first half of the commission and all that and everything. So Michaela should be working on that. So yeah. So that's super, super sick. And then I just gotta make the music on top of that. A-OK. So that's the new album. But it probably, I looked up again. I'm kind of goofy. I looked up the stars aligned for me in September 2026. So Monster Tape 1, I am like, you know, it would have like something crazy would have to happen for me not to release Monster Tape 1 during September 2026. I think if I'm mistaken, the date is September 21st, 2026. So I'll be probably within like a 5-day window of that day. But I'm going to go to the ends of the earth to make sure the album is completely ready by that day. Because that's when my stars align. So yeah. But Funkhauser says they're big chillin'. Hell yeah, dude, that's what's up. Did you, when are you coming down here again? I forgot. Because, my bad, I just moved this week. So I've been, like, kind of MIA. I know, like, a lot of people have been reaching out to me. I've been so MIA, dude. I've been so busy. But yeah, mostly from the move. Was just there? No, I missed it. No, I'm so sorry, dude. Yeah, I mean, as you can tell, I just got a brand new apartment. So this whole weekend, or like since the 10th, I've been moving nonstop. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. Yeah. What'd you come down for? Cause I remember I thought you were coming like next month. I'm sorry, dude. Damn. I'm so sorry. Damn. Oh, I'm sorry. What's it called? A-OK said, sadly I had internet trouble and lag during streaming for the second night, so I had happily raid you. Okay, cool. Well, dude, I hope you get your internet figured out. A-OK. And what's it called? We keep him positive. Yeah, true. That's what. Oh, your birthday September 12th? Oh, dude, happy way early birthday. But yeah, should be dropping around your birthday then. Hell yeah. That's sick, dude. And then Zaku sent the eyes, the face. Yeah, dude. And yeah, all the weather out your way, Simply Deo. Dude, good luck with all the snow, dude. Is this still like, you know, ice storm time? Or I guess it's just winter, I guess. It's normal winter out there. But Funkhauser, yeah, just there. It was all good. I went to go see KJ's Dystopian Oasis show at Thunderbird. Yes, I did see that. But I even told, what's it called? Alexis, that I was like, yeah, I'm moving this week. So, low key, I might be, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can make it. And then, yeah, that whole Sunday was, dude, it was wild. Yeah. In fact, I think I was streaming that Sunday and I just didn't, you know, I mean, I don't know if you saw my email where I showed my living room. My living room was like just absolutely, it's been gross. So yeah. But like I said, it's all Newport and Desert Rat. I know, dude, I miss both of them. And, yo, it is. Oh, speaking of the depth, yo, Newport, dude, good to see you. How you been? I know, I miss you too. I'm so sorry, Newport. I've been super busy. I'm not gonna lie to you, Newport. What ended up happening is I don't know. I also, while I was moving, I kind of got like overloaded. I'm not gonna lie, like my Discord had like 60 missed messages, and I was like, and as I was moving, and I think I like frustration. I was just like, not frustration, but like I don't know. I got overwhelmed, and I just turned up mobile notifications on my phone, so I don't have Discord notifications on my phone anymore. But I think you have my number, Newport. So yeah, but yeah, yeah, I'm still like moving low key. I have like 5 last boxes to unpack. So yeah. And but speaking of everything, okay, Newport says take the time. Oh, I got some clothes and stuff. I'm like, hey, thank you, Newport. Hell yeah, and take all your time. Thank you. But on that note, I was skating my buddy Trey the other day, and dude, I showed him your music video. They were like, yo, this is crazy. I was like, I know, right? Yeah. So yeah, I've been thinking about you too. I miss you too. Literally just the other day, I was like, Trey, you gotta check this out, dude. But yeah, Ramuni. So all the East Coast folks are like, yo, it's blizzarding outside. Yeah, I feel it. Ramuni, Siblideo. Is that what you say, Ramuni? Because you're mentioning pollen. I hate the weather this winter. Okay, yeah, I get. Yeah. Oh, I guess, do they have pollen on the East Coast? I don't know. Pollen's more of a West Coast thing. I assume it is. I don't want to claim us on the West Coast have all the pollen. But you know what I mean. But dude, that's wild that it's blizzarding by you, Simply. And AOK says, I figured my internet company is monopolizing butt muncher. Yeah, probably. Yeah, dude, I got so lucky, dude. I got Google Fiber, dude. My shit's so fast. We're never lagging ever again. And Newport says, oh, okay, no. AOK says, nah, Paula and Georgia was awful. Oh, yeah. Yellow and green like crayons. I was just making it tough to go outside. That's wild, dude. Yeah, because I mean, isn't Georgia like, it's like swampy, right? Like it can get swampy. So I'd assume, dude, I'd assume in Georgia it'd be just as wild. And Newport says, I need to make some more visual stuff. I gotta get Touch Dizer on my lineup too. Yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, you're kind of, yeah, your stuff is so sick. Even without such a designer. But yeah, I think Touch Designer would be a really nice tool to have. I remember I'll Break Soup was telling me that Touch Designer is kind of cracked if you can learn it. And DS Dude, if you remember DS Dude, my old roommate, they also were a Touch Designer guy, and they would make some pretty cracked visuals in a good way. So yeah. And Newports, I did see that you on your story that you did a Joe stream. How'd it go? You want to do more DJ streams since they're hella fun? Yeah, I saw you were doing it. But last night I was like, again, I've just been unpacking, dude. I've just been so behind on life. I've been so behind on all of life, dude. You have no clue. But I returned my keys to my old apartment, so now I'm like completely out of the old apartment. So that's pretty cool. And Simply Dale, we got pollen. It's atrocious. Okay, yeah. I was tripping in. I don't want to claim pollen. But yeah. And Funkhauser says, KJ was out of control, by the way. I bet, dude. Yeah, KJ is low-key on a whole different plane in like a good way. I remember I was in one of Sky Yamaha streams the other day, and I think they were playing some of KJ's stuff, like a new album they dropped, and it was pretty dank. Yeah, KJ Valium. If anyone here is like super into like noise or anything, KJ Valium is a local out here that's pretty dope. Oh, this is broken. Dang. Bro, yes, I don't know what. ALK says we have hot, humid weather, long, warm summers, and short winters. We shut down the city with 1 centimeter worth of black ice on the street. Dang. Yeah, black ice is scary, dude. I remember I lived in Seattle for a little bit, and that was like one thing they were like, yeah, if you move out here, just be careful of that. And I was like, I can't even imagine. But Funkhauser said they missed the show. Yeah, I feel it. Yo, Malik Bay, dude, what up? I'm sorry, you just joined. I'm sorry. Well, I saw, for some reason it said your name, and then someone. Okay, my bad. Not to call you out, but yeah. I hope you're doing good. Anyways, back in Newport's, no pressure to chat, but just say hi. Newport says, hello, well, he's kind of changing around his setup. DJ stream usually result in some form of gambling towards the end. Lamau, I love playing poker. I was sick. Yeah, poker, when we were doing those poker nights, it was really fun. I enjoyed those a lot as well. Yo, Voidstrom, what up? Good to see you. How you doing? Yo, Voidstrom, this is a new setup. I'm still getting it figured out, but I have your art right here. I just don't know how to get it into frame. I'm still trying to figure everything out. But yeah, and I still have your stickers too. I actually just unpacked them. But I'm still unpacking. But how you doing, Voidstrom? Good to see you. Let me know how your Sunday's going, dude. It's so good to see you. And then Newport's also says gonna try to make it a more regular thing. Joe wants me to push him to do more DJ streams. Okay, sick. Hell yeah. Yeah, I would love to see you and Joe collaborate more, dude. Because I'm still, again, I remember one stream I was just like, I want to be Uncle Joe's friend so bad. And I was like, I don't know why I'm venting my desire to be Uncle Joe's friend the other day, that one time. But no, Uncle Joe, I have so much respect for him. He's so cool. As like both a fellow creative on the internet, as also they're just a really nice guy. So yeah, I'm trying to see the Newport Uncle Joe collabs. But LK says, same here. Hey, y'all chatting. Newport says, obligatory Key and Pill Black Ice Skate reference. Yeah, for real. And AOK says, my bad. I said that with sarcasm because we don't usually get snow. All the food, bleach, and essentials are sold out, so we don't have any snow plows. Oh, wow, dude. And Voidstrom says, let's go. Looks so clean. I just finished painting some tattoo flash. Okay, sick, Voidstrom. That's what's up. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and dude, look, we got the motherfucking kid carpet, dude. I forgot I bought this like way back in 2013. I was unpacking and I was like, oh yeah, I need a rug. And here we go. So yeah. But thank you for saying it looks clean though. And what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm still unpacking though. Like low key, literally, like the rest of the house looks disgusting. I mean, actually, it doesn't look bad. Like my bathroom's pretty good now. Kitchen's all set up. It's just the living room that I need to like clean up the last bit of things, and then I'll be good to go. So yeah. But thank you, Voidstrom. I appreciate it. And then yeah, Kentucky weather is wild because I've been to Kentucky when I was like when I was younger. I feel you on that, Run Mooney. And then Joe Dirt. What's up, Joe Dirt? Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? Still need to order the CD. You rip, dude. Hey, thank you for the kind words. I'm glad to hear I'm ripping. We ripping, dude. We ripping. Hey. What's it called? Yeah, we ripping, dude. But yeah, feel free to grab it whenever, dude. I'm chilling. I'm making a bunch of them right now. As you can know, I'm making a stack of them. And I know you might be like, bro, why aren't you signing it? It's because I already pre-signed them. Like, I don't know, you can even tell. I don't know if you can tell, but like the signatures are different slightly because, you know, I thought of myself, it's just, I usually do them in batches. So like I have a whole system where I can't show the camera, but I have like just the covers, just the disc, just the cases, and just the backs. You know what I mean? So yeah. But anyways, but yeah, Joe Dirt, whenever you get the chance, feel free to order it. I'll be stoked to sign one and ship it to you, dude. I would be beyond stoked to do that for you. So yeah. And John, nice tunes, man. Good to see. Or John, was it John X? So John 8. Sup, bro? Nice tunes, man. Thank you for the kind words, John. I appreciate it. What's it called? Yeah, dude. I just appreciate the kind words. You stopping by. How's your Sunday, John? And Marcolo, dude, what's up? How you doing? Marcolo 25. Any promos happening? Oh yeah, first, how's your Sunday, dude? Thanks for stopping by. Any promos happening to the CDs? Yeah, so since you're on Instagram, dude, so the whole promo of this CD right here is that if you're down to pay the shipping, which it depends on where you live, it depends if you do add anything else on, because essentially the shipping price changes depending on like, essentially the more you add to your cart, the more profit I can like make shipping price lower. You know what I'm trying to say? But anyways, but the CD itself is free, but you have to pay the shipping. So that's the promo. That's the whole thing with it. But then there's a bunch of other discounts you can have on stuff if you want to. But yeah, just to see. And again, it depends where you live, what the shipping's gonna cost. But yeah, so that's the promo. And to use it, it's you can, since you're on Instagram, just go to my bio, like click my account in my bio, and it should be like the first link. It'll say, "Get Monster Tape 0, just pay the shipping," and then there you go. So yeah, and I could literally ship it to you right now. Because I can ship this one to you right now if you wanted. But yeah, yeah, thanks for asking, Marcolo. And yo, someone else TV, what's up, dude? We looking good so far. The cook is cooking, dude. Hey, what's up, someone else? thanks for all the kind words. Yeah, you know we cooking. We cooking it up right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, how's your Sunday? Someone else, how you doing? We were talking about pancakes earlier too, so we talking about cooking. But Voitram says, I saw the pic in the email you sent out of all the boxes in your living room. Oh, it's great time unpacking. Well, I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, because also, that's another thing, dude. I didn't mention, I was mentioning that I was like, again, not to like, ooh, like, life is so hard. I'm not complaining. I'm like beyond thankful that my life is that I get to stay up till 7 in the morning watching YouTube, like shipping out my music to people that like genuinely appreciate it. You know what I mean? That's like dream mode. But it is a lot of work though. It is a lot of toil. So, you know, it's duality. Anyways, yeah, so on I think Friday, I spent 6 hours writing emails and replying to people. And I didn't get back to everyone. Because yeah, I have some friends visiting me next month on top of that. And even some of them are like, hey, so what's the plan? And I just had responded to them in a week because I've been moving and everything. So, you know, I had a lot of people that like, you know, reached out from like the Kaiju Club and stuff. They're like, yo, and like, I feel really bad. Some people were like, hey, can you give me an update on like where my CD is? And I just literally, you know, I mean, it took me 6 hours to get back to everybody. So yeah.
New shit from Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew. If you're watching, let me know because then I can pack it for you right now. But yeah, thank you, Andrew. Ramuni says, yeah, oh yeah, always a great time unpacking. Oh, yeah, so yeah, that's the whole note. That's everything there. Ramuni says, on another note, I'm going to a festival for my birthday called Railbird. Oh, sick. It's real folksy, but it's a local fest, so it's a bucket list. Gonna find a radio club to go to after for an after party. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's a great plan, Ramuni, because I do like going to like, yeah, I think a lot of like music like this. It is like a, you know, past midnight kind of music. So I like the duality you got. You know what I mean? Like kind of like sit, you know, go to a normal like folksy, just like real chill show. Really enjoy some like just art. You know what I mean? Like art, and then get lit after, dude. You know what I mean? Just like it's kind of like a both sides of music. You know what I mean? I like that for you, dude. Hell yeah. But Railbird sounds super cool. Yeah, my favorite like folksy artist right now. I mean, I'm not a super big folk fan, but one of my I guess like peers in like the free CD game. Not game. That's a bad way to put it. But another artist that does the free CD thing. The name is like Taylor Bradshaw, and him and I are like really good buddies. We used to like talk once a week just to like trade notes on everything, and they make really good stuff. They made like actually a pretty like dancey folk song, and I was like, oh shit, hell yeah! Like they were showing it to me and stuff. Like, hey, you're someone who makes dance music. What do you think of this? And I was like, dude, you kind of crushed it. You know what I mean? So yeah. So that's the only folk artist I can really like talk about. But Railbird should have Taylor Bradshaw because my man's be playing hella shows too. What's wild is I mean that's all well yeah, actually I'm already on the topic. Give me a second. Yeah, okay about that. I hope I'm not. but I mean I'll get to you next day, okay, but I'm sorry. I mean anyways, what's wild about Taylor, I don't want to say it too much, but Taylor was really cool about their stuff is that they do a lot of house concerts. So what's cool is I thought, like, you know, because it's folk music, a lot of people who like folk music tend to, like, you know, kind of live in like the middle of nowhere because they're very like woodsy people. They like to live like more like humble lifestyles, you know what I mean? So what they'll do is, like, you know, for their little like community, like in a small town, like one person will be a huge fan of Taylor, and because they like own their home, so like, yeah, it's just like, they'll be like, hey, look, Taylor, like, how much is, like, you know, they like made like a Google form where you can fill it out and be like, yo, like let me know and I'll just come play a show and, like, you know, dead ass just sell tickets to your backyard. You can keep all the money and just pay me up front, and like we're good to go. And it works out for them. Like, there's a bunch of people like all across the East Coast that are like, yeah, like, pull up, like, you know, I got a little like pergola in my backyard where you can just play, and, you know, we all hang out, and I'll have some other local artists come by, and, like, you know, like, I don't know, it's just really cool. So like one person like in the neighborhood will, like, you know, essentially, like, you know, and the person in the neighborhood usually breaks even and stuff, and it's like, oh wow. You know what I mean? And like, this is like, it all works out. I'm like, dude, that's such a cool strategy. But yeah, it's like, so I respect it. It's kind of reminds me of like the metal shows back in the day, you know, like kind of like house shows. Like, there's many ways of doing it. It's like house shows, but like, yeah. Anyways, AOK says, man, Torch has my whole social media platforms on lock with his dope ads and his kickflip trick showing his dope CD. Hey, thank you, dude. Yeah, that's one thing. Funnily enough, AOK, on that exact note, another part of like getting a lot of messages lately, it's been a lot of my friends being like, I had someone reach out, they were like, actually it was multiple friends who reached out and told me this. So they were like, yeah, man, so I was like chilling on my couch, I was super faded, and I saw you pop your ad pop up, and I was like, let me check it on my boy. You know what I mean? So it's been like a lot of it's been wild how many people have been seeing it lately. Yeah, Instagram is wild. I just let it go and it just does what it does. I'm like, okay, cool. So yeah. And oh, what? Someone else, I just hit a festival called Matsuri today. Was awesome. Happy to see the progress. Oh, sick, dude. Dude, I almost went to that. I assume, I mean, unless it's a different place, but we also have a festival in Arizona called Matsuri that was this weekend. And I almost went, but I know I woke up super late. Yeah, it was just kind of like a weird thing where it just didn't quite work out because I was, you know, I had so much going on this weekend. And again, going back to like, I think Friday night, I didn't wake up till like 3 p.m. because I was up the night before just packing orders, you know what I mean? But I guess, okay, now I'm actually gonna sign some so we can watch the signage. But yeah, I hope you had a good time at someone else, because if it's the same city I'm thinking of, don't dox yourself, but if it's the same one I'm thinking of, probably was a hell of a fun time. I went last year, but then this year, yeah, I was just, you know, just moved at the wrong time. Low key. Oh, I need a, bro, I'm goofing. But March said it's a grind. Yeah, dude. Okay, I remember you saying that earlier. Yep. Yeah, it is a grind, dude. That's for sure. Do I have to order more? No, I don't. Oh, I got a punch. Okay, never mind. Take it back. I'm not ordering. I will never run out of Monster Tape Zero covers. Okay, since I thought it was some cool trick. Oh, it is. Yeah, dude. I mean, I hope it is. Yeah, I've been skating for so long, dude. I was yeah, I skated my buddy Trey yesterday, but even then it was like late at night. Like, I dead ass, he was like, you want to go skate around like 6? I'd get there till like 7. And I was like, bro, I'm so sorry. And he was like, bro, it's all good. I'm chilling. He's like, just film this trick for me and we're all good. And I was like, all right, perfect. That works for me. So yeah. But Ramuni says, literally, I'm going to be sitting in grass, listening to acoustic guitar by day, and then heading straight to the black lights and hella bass by night. Dude, that sounds like a good time. Because, like, you know, you can like start your day off, just enjoy, sit in the grass, you know, have a good time. And then, like, you know, gotta relax. So that way you can like really let loose later. You know what I mean? That's good. I don't know. You're gonna have a good day, Ramoni. I'm so stoked for you. Like, for real. And AOK says, or the other promo with your dread shaking like Lil Jon's, your vibe. Oh yeah, the fucking yeah, okay. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, both of them were a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be able to recreate that. That was like such an in the moment kind of thing. You know what I mean? But yeah. And Ren Mooney says, speaking of those backyard concerts, All American Rejects recently did a tour. Yeah, just pop-up shows with some properties, no venues, just a giant yard and maybe a stage. Yeah, I saw that, dude. Ren Mooney. Oh, let me hydrate for AOK too. Thank you, AOK. I forget to drink water. I saw that they did that. I thought it was so sick. Like all the clips that came out of it just look so fun. And like, you know, for a fact, people who showed up to those like were actual fans. You know what I mean? Because like, how else would you know like where to pull up and all that? But Paula says, I have a question for you. Good to see you, Paula. How's your Sunday? Do you think Keanu Reeves would play a great Darth Revan? Let me check. What does Darth Revan look like? I don't know. I don't want to expose myself as a fake Star Wars fan. I can recite the what's it called? The Battle of Fates. Peace, justice, freedom, security for my new empire. But I'll admit I'm a great Darth Revan knower. Voidstream says, catch y'all the next stream. Have a good night, Groovy. Dude, catch you around, Voidstream. Thanks for stopping by for a second. I appreciate you. And yeah, you have a good night as well, dude. Oh, and cheers to you, to AOK as well. Paula says, Darth Revan is from Knights of the Old Republic, and that's fan casting. Okay, cool. Darth Revan. Yeah, I played Knights of the Old Republic, like the game for PC way back in the day. I mean, I don't see why not. Like, they got the same like Keanu Reeves build. You know, Keanu Reeves is like, not like necessarily buff, but like kind of lanky, like John Wick Keanu Reeves. I could see them fitting in like the costume for sure. And in fact, yeah, I even saw there's like a lot of people like photoshopping Keanu Reeves on Darth Revan already. I agree, yeah. Yeah, the last Knights of the Old Republic I played was like low-key I had it for PC as a kid, but my PC wasn't good enough to play it for some, yeah, I mean, so yeah. But totally, Knights of the Old Republic is kind of dank. I need to go back and like play as an adult. Because like kid me, every once in a while would try to install it, and I'd be like, maybe it'll work this time. You know what I mean? Even though I knew damn well it wasn't gonna work this time. And yeah. I remember I had there was like a Star Wars MMO back in the day that my buddies played. I remember just being like, dude, I want to play Star Wars MMO as a kid, but I just never had a PC for it. We gotta do a stream one time where we just talk about like 2000s MMOs, like 2010s MMOs. Those were so sick. And AOK says, I have to finally raid and run. Wife had summoned me. Okay, she's recovering from having the flu. Oh dang. Well, hope your wife feels better. Have fun taking care of her, dude. And yeah, take care as well. AOK, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you as always. And yeah, dude, catch you around. Take it easy. But yeah. But what else did I want to talk? Oh yeah, so we talked about the fortune cookies. And Ramoni says, speaking of Star Wars, where does that fit in with the pancake muffins, lol? Oh, Ramoni, though, I was just looking through what I wanted to talk about today, and I want to talk about the air fryer muffins, and I want to talk about how, from learning about like ancient BC history, that Mesopotamia called, you know, like when they would look at the night sky, the planet Mercury, they named it Naboo, like that where Padme's from. You know what I mean? Like that's like it was the same name. It was spelled Nabu, but it was still pronounced Naboo. So I was like, bro, you know, it's like a galaxy far, far away, and a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I was like, bro, they're talking about Mesopotamia, dude. You know what I mean? Like the name wasn't just like made up. It's from like, you know what I mean? So that's why I called it Pancake Muffins in Star Wars, because this was like the greatest news to me to find out that Naboo is an actual name of an actual, you know what I mean, planet. But yeah, everyone was saying about it. AOK, yeah, dude. Shouts out AOK, dude. They a real one. They're the real one. But speaking of shows and stuff, I wish Tiara was here. I want to talk to them about it. But well, I guess Zaku. Well, Zaku might be doing something. But pretty much one thing I want to bring up too was like shows and stuff. I was explaining this to a friend the other day, but it's been interesting because I feel like a lot of people, I'm not like, you know, I'm like very thankful. A lot of people are like, oh, you should play a show sometime. And like, of course I want to and stuff like that. But keeping it real, whenever I do shows, it kind of feels like I'm doing, I know this would be a crazy example, but it doesn't, I have some, like, okay, let me start here. Excuse me. I had a friend once that played their first show, and another friend was like, oh, dude, like, you know, the day after, get ready for that post-show depression. And I was like, huh? And he's like, yeah, because, you know, like, you were just on stage, feeling yourself. Everyone was super stoked on your set and everything, and you just feel so loved. And the next day, you have to come down from that high and be like, dang, now I have to go back to reality. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not on stage anymore. And I was like, oh. And I just found that super interesting, because I guess that's like more common than I understood. Because whenever I'm done playing a show, I've always been like, thank God I didn't fuck up. You know what I mean? Well, I didn't mess up. That's like my big thing. I'm like less worried about like the, oh my God, everyone had such a good, I'm more just like, cool. It happened. Nothing caught on fire. Great. Everyone had a good time. I'm happy. Yeah, like it's, I kind of like, and the best way to describe it is like, I feel like I'm like, if someone was like, yo, can you mow my lawn? And I was like, yeah. And then I mowed their lawn and they were like, oh, it looks good. I was like, oh, cool, thank you. You know what I mean? I'll catch you around. Like, you know what I mean? Not that I don't appreciate the show and stuff like that, but it's just like, there's like not like a high I get from playing shows. Like the thing I more like is just like, and again, I hope this isn't like parasocial. I guess it's the opposite because it'd be me to everyone. But I just like meeting people that I'm like, oh man, you come by the stream, you're like, oh yeah, I did email you that one time. What's up? You know what I mean? Like, what do you look like in person? That's cool. How you doing? How's your life going? How's your Sunday? You know what I mean? Like, that's the more fun part, is like meeting people and like just talking to people. The show part is like, oh yeah, you know, it's just music. I mean, it's not just music. You know what I'm trying to say? That part of it is like, okay, cool. Now I gotta mow their lawn. Hopefully I don't mess this up. You know what I mean? So yeah. So that's the thing about, another thing about shows too, is I feel like I have a lot of friends that like, they're like, my goal with music is to play more shows, and I'm kind of like, oh yeah, shows is just kind of the, for me at least, it's kind of like the, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's like the lawn care part. If that makes sense. Yo, Roses, good to see you. How you doing? How's your Sunday? How you doing? But yeah, if you're still here, Zaku, how do you feel about that? Do you get like a post-show depression, or are you just like, nah, man, I just play the show and, you know, I'm chilling after. Like, it's just, you know, it's just part of the gig. Oh, simply, I had 2 questions about you for DJing. Oh yeah, feel free for it, dude. Of course, anytime. Feel free to ask. I think I need a new marker though. But yeah, feel free to ask while I grab a new marker. Boom. Oh, my knees. My knees. Here we go. Here we go. Ugh. Ow. And then while Subadeo's getting their questions loaded, did I ever tell the story about how I almost fought a gorilla? That's like one thing my friends know me for too. It's because in college, I had a friend that for like Halloween wanted to like scare us, and so we're all just hanging out, having a good old time, getting ready for a Halloween party on the Halloween costumes, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, we were all sitting in the kitchen, and it was like the door's right here, and someone like kicked in the door and just ran in like, ooh, 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 in like a gorilla costume. You know what I mean? and everyone was like, scared. And I stood up and was like, and because of that, the guy taking he's like, no, I was messing around. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I just like instantly like got scared and like was ready to fight. You know what I mean? So then since then, my college friends were like, damn, don't mess with Aaron. He fought a gorilla, dude. You know what I mean? So I never like actually swung or anything, but it was just kind of like a instinctual reaction. And my friends also make fun of me, like, you can't beat a gorilla. And I was like, well, I mean, I guess I was gonna try. I don't know, dude. Like, what are you supposed to do in that situation? Yeah, there was no flight. It was all fight, dude. Roses says Groovy Kaiju versus King Kong. Yeah, pretty much. Look, I was ready to square up. Yeah, dude. That's funny, Roses. I never thought of that. Okay, cool. I'm glad I told it then. But simply, I got you on your questions. Is it a sin to play an artist more than once in a set? I don't think so. So, I guess keeping it real too. I'm not like a DJ's DJ kind of guy. I kind of just say, hey, I don't know, because some DJs will be like, oh, well, you see, you can't use the sync button and you got to do this and that. So I'm not the best for those kind of like DJ culture questions, but in my opinion, some artists are good, dude. You know, play this stuff more than once. Like deadass, if it was me, my set would be like 90% Tupperwave. And then maybe I'd play other music, maybe. You know what I mean? Especially if it's like an artist that like is kind of like more popping at the moment. I say why not, dude? And then and for file type wise, is it better to use WAV files for stem separation? I would say so, yeah, simply Dale, because the thing about like MP3s could work too, but if you use MP3 320, otherwise like your hi-hats will be like really tinny, which I know is super random, but like, you know, the more you like DJ, the more you'll start to hear it. But I would say always go lossless if you can. But I know like, you know, flash drive space and all that, but I would say always go lossless if you can. And on your point about stem separation, yeah, it would be nice to get lossless, because whenever AI or whatever tries to separate out the stems, if it's already like a bad starting point, like a compressed starting point, when it tries to like separate out the stems, it has to work from a compressed version of that, because you're going to lose some quality from the stem separation from it trying to like do stuff. So the more, I guess, you know, literally data points in the lossless file, the more data points you can give it, the cleaner the stem separation is probably going to sound, if I had to guess. So yeah, I'm not an expert at stem separation, but based on my knowledge of based on my degree, based on my computer science degree and 10 years of software engineering experience and understanding of digital audio, yes, use a WAV. But you know, no one look into like CDJs and stuff like that if they even support WAVs. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they do though. It'd be kind of crazy if they didn't. Or record box, or whatever you're using. But and Ramone's here, also here to help. I wouldn't say so at all, considering the great play artist multiple times. I said, yeah, see, but even then, as an artist, I feel like making your own rules is way more badass. I agree with that. I agree with that too. Plus, I mean, if it helps at all, simply Adeo, when I play DJ sets, it's old in my music. I play myself the whole set. And no one's complaining to me. But I mean, of course, I'm making a joke. But yeah. But even when I'm not playing my own stuff, it's like my own little like, I'll like do a quick little like flip or remix or a live edit. You know what I mean? But yeah. Ramoni says lossless for the win. Hell yeah. But that's cool. Okay, bro. I'm glad you can like attest to like other DJs using more than one artist. Ramoni. Because I remember there was like periods in we were running Crystal, like people would play like, you know, Pink Pantheress multiple times or something, like an anime Pink Pantheress flip or something. So yeah. And Roses also can attest to it too. Okay, sick. I've noticed lately some DJs play the same artist or the same song even. I think it's nice and it's exciting recognizing them, especially if it's someone you don't listen to often. Sometimes it's a favorite, so it's interesting. Okay, Roses, it's cool. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for also giving that insight. Like, I think there was a hot second where motherfucking St. Pepsi. I've seen like a bunch of St. Pepsi shows, they would play Mariah Carey, I think like twice, technically. Like they would have like a Mariah Carey flip. And they had like a couple of them. So if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, thanks for the assist there as well, Roses. Simply Deo. Yeah, Sky says messing around, just convert the MP3 to WAV. There you go, yeah. It's like, you know, the old like CSI, like enhance. You know what I mean? That's comedy. And then Ramoni says exactly. And Simply Dale says, you're right. Been getting so many ideas for tie-ins and outros. I think this punch gotta embrace it. It's the gut feeling. I feel that. Okay, yeah. Yeah. And also too, I don't know. I'd say just go for it, dude, because there's really no rules. That's kind of the whole point of what's it called? All kinds of stuff. Because keeping it real, Simply Dale, because here's the thing, if anyone even says anything to you, bro, just be like, how many sets have you made so far? You know what I mean? All right, tell them about me. Tell them I'll talk shit about them on stream. They tell you something. I mean, you can send them a clip. And I'll be like, leave Simply Dale alone. He's doing his best. Or they're doing it. Well, no, he's doing his best, yeah. But Somebody else says, makes sense for the files. I stream most of my songs through Deezer and it doesn't always sound the best. Oh yeah, you definitely want to have downloads if you can. And that's what I've been thinking about DJing and tuning with all my Bandcamp downloads. Yeah. I would, for Bandcamp and stuff, you would want to re-download them all as WAVs. You need to have WAVs. And yeah, the thing about using a streaming service, Deezer might support lossless streaming, but I doubt they have like some API for doing it while DJing. So you definitely want to download everything if you can, which is kind of like unfortunate, but yeah, it's part of like the grind of DJing. So you gotta have WAV, like high quality WAVs of all of your music. But yo, Tiara, AZ, what's up? Walking my dog right now. That's what's up, dude. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Dude, so, I mean, you saw I replied to you, but dude, your jam band stuff, I'm so glad you sent me that stream. Because, yeah, I know you mentioned it to me a bunch of times that you used to be in a jam band. And dude, you are a very talented drummer. And it's like cool to see you were jamming, dude. Hell yeah. I was like, damn, this is a jam band. And it was like mega professional, your stream setup and everything. It gave me obviously I respect everything you're doing, but it just gave me like more respect. It was like respect plus 10, you know what I mean? It was cool to see, dude. And Ramoni says, enhance, we will hit black. Yeah, dude. But Tiara, while you're here, I actually wanted to ask, Ramoni, we will hit black. Yeah, if we keep enhancing, we'll hit black. Just keep enhancing. But Tiara, while you're here, I wanted to ask, do you get post-show depression? Like when you play a show, like the next day, are you like, damn, now I gotta go back to normal life? You know what I mean? Because I heard some people get that, where they get like a post-show, like, damn, I wish I was still playing a show right now. But Simply Dale says, you guys, thank you so much. Yeah, dude, of course, dude, anytime. Yeah, feel free, dude. I'm trying to see all everything you're doing, dude. I think we all want to see you winning, Simply Dale. Hell yeah. And you're welcome, Tiara. And Ramoni says, hell, Fortet drops country rhythm out of the songs like 3 times a set, and he's a technical wizard on the decks. Yeah, dude. Yeah, some DJs, it's wild to see. Like Skrillex is also like crazy on the decks. It's been wild. I've seen like little like, you know, DJ breakdowns, like what is he doing with his hands? And it's like, oh my God, dude. You know what I mean? Like, did he practice that? That's wild. And Logan says, bro, the new Aviscerall song is so fire. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, honestly, I'm so stoked on it. When I was making it, I was like, dang. It was like one of the first songs there. I was like, I don't know how to describe this other than heavenly, dude. This is hell yeah. It's like, I don't know, every once in a while I make a song and I'm like, yes, I've wanted to make music like this for so long. Let's go. You know what I mean? So thank you, Logan. But Tiara says, thank you, you're so sweet. If you ever play an instrument, we should jam sometime. It'd be so much fun. Yeah, dude, this one thing I needed to learn is how to play an instrument. Like, I can play guitar a little bit, but I would embarrass myself if I were to try to like jam with somebody, because it's still very much like I'm looking at tab and I just don't got like the finger dexterity yet. And I used to play piano for a hot second, but it was more just like synthesia piano. Like there was a hot second where I could play How Does It Feel by D'Angelo on piano, but then it's been so long. And then one of my goals is like once everything kind of more calms down with music, I want to learn an instrument for real. Real quick, Dr. Scuddy, it's funny because Dr. Scuddy is like a father. I mean, kind of like my dad to me. And they taught me how to play guitar. So it's funny that as soon as you're like, can you play an instrument? First that taught me how to play guitar joined. How you doing, Ken? Good to see you. I hope that's not me doxing you, but yeah. But what's it called? And so Tiara says, it's more like, so speaking of post-show depression, it's more like a post-show. I need to do everything different / better, like every time I have a really big concert. It's like a turning point in the project where I sort of look at that big concert. Okay, sick. Yeah, so I feel you on that, because I'm kind of similar, Tiara, in that after I play a show, I'm like, thank God nothing went wrong. You know what I mean? It's more of like a release of stress, like it's over. You know what I mean? And not that I'm like waiting for it to be over, like I'm having fun in the moment, but like every time I don't mess up, like thankfully I don't mess up at shows anymore, but like every time I don't mess up, I'm like, oh, thank God, like audio didn't cut out, there was no power issue, like it, you know what I mean? Like everything that could have gone wrong, everything didn't go wrong. And then to your point, I will go back and like see, like, okay, well, like what songs are good, what songs are bad, and then I'll switch out songs and stuff like that. So okay, we're on the same boat then. That's sick, TR. Okay, thank you. And Logan says for the new Aviscerall song, Everything in Its Own Time, they were first, second, and third YouTube music listener. Hey, hell yeah, that's what's up. Thank you, Logan, I appreciate it. And then somebody else says, join me in, I'm doing trombone. Hell yeah, dude. Trombone's kind of sick too, dude. You can play trombone? Did you like learn music in school or something? Have you ever seen the Shiki no Uta, the people playing trombone to that on the Ninjaba's cover? It's like an OG, like legendary YouTube video of them doing a Shiki no Uta cover, and one guy's on trombone, if I'm not mistaken, or it might be trumpet. I forgot. But yeah. And Funkhauser says, your music ain't gonna calm down. Lol, I know, Funkhauser. Yeah, you're right. Well, no, I mean, I'm gonna start getting more help. That's what I mean. Like when I have more time, because I'm gonna probably hire someone soon to like help. So I think when I have more like time to like let my brain not run at 150% all the time, I think that's when I'll be able to, put time aside to be like, you know what, I'm learning piano for real. I'll spend like an hour a day doing piano. Because my goal, I really want to do like my own like tiny desk, not like on tiny desk. Like I don't even care if it's on. I just want to be able to like play Orca with like a band and like record that. That would be so sick. So yeah. And Dr. Scunny with the hearts. Yeah, sending love back to you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good, by the way. Oh no, it was your birthday recently. I texted you happy birthday, but happy birthday again. And Logan says, my laptop died and I'm low-key so sick of Windows that I'm bidding on every M1 or M2 MacBook Pro on eBay because I never want to use Windows again. I feel you on that, Logan. Yeah, honestly, the M1 MacBooks are kind of, I think Apple's still kind of winning the laptop war right now. I don't blame you. Hopefully you win one of those bids, dude. And Rosa says, I was about to say, the new Aviscerall song is such another peaceful song. And it's interesting to hear more about it in the Kaiju Club. Oh, thank you, Roses. I love your big Kirby plush among the stuff in the picture of the move, lol. Yeah. You know what's funny? Oh, and real quick, King, good to see you. Yo, good to see you. How's your Sunday, King? And yeah, I'm glad nothing got train wrecked. Yeah, exactly, TR. Because, dude, I've had some show experiences where out of my control, something just went crazy bad. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But, Roses, real quick. Well, first, thanks for liking the song. I appreciate it, Roses. And I'm glad you like the story behind it and, everything I put into it and just how it sounds. I love that song. But that big Kirby plush, Roses, what's funny is back when I was living at like a certain, I forgot what apartment complex it was, but for lack of better words, I was living like in the hood of Long Beach. Like once I got pulled over and the cops were like, where do you live? And I was like, on this street. And they were like, are you good? I was like, yeah. And he was like, it's real bad over there, man. I was like, I know, it was cheap. And he was like, okay. And the cop was like, damn, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, there was like an alley behind my house. And for some reason, that big Kirby plush was just like face down in the dirt. You know what I mean? And I was like, what happened? What happened to this Kirby plush? And I don't know if like a kid threw it over, but like it was kind of like in the middle of nowhere. So I was like, this is my Kirby plush now. So I just grabbed it, threw it in the washer, came out perfectly fine. And I've had it ever since. But yeah, I love that Kirby plush. And then, but yeah, thanks for calling that out, Roses. And Logan says, I've been needing to plug in my Scarlett to my NVIDIA Shield so I can listen to HS5s and listen to some stuff. That's sick, dude. That's cool. I have an NVIDIA Shield too. That's what's up. And hopefully you get it working. And Simply Dale says, you've been playing trombone in the 4th grade. Although at high school, I haven't played this in so long, but it's so easy to play that I still know the slide positions. Oh, that's sick, dude. Yeah, I never did any music in school, and I'm kind of like, damn, I should have. What's funny is the only music class I've ever taken was like a music history course, but I've never actually like had like a music class. But that's cool, dude. That's sick that like it stuck with you all this time later. Yeah, I don't remember like anything from elementary school, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. I remember I went to like a space school or something, like NASA was a school sponsor or something. But yeah. Oh, and Tiara says, do the Flamingos thing. Yeah, Flamingos, yeah, get the whole band flying behind you. Well, you're able to control it. Yeah, Flamingos is kind of like crushing it with that like live setup. I've been seeing them do it. Yeah, that'd be super sick. I know they have an Ableton controller, but I don't know. I want to like, my end goal, TR, I really want to be a jazz musician, dude. Like I want to be like a bona fide jazz pianist, dude. I'm not gonna stop doing Groovy Kaiju, but like, it would just be sick. I don't know, because honestly, I love live versions of music. That's been my latest things. Like I love finding like the live version of like stuff, and I would absolutely love to be able to like make an album, and then after, you know, a year later, do like a live version of the album. You know what I mean? I think that'd be so sick. So that you can listen to both, and like, you know, so some days I can, you know, go to the club, play like the, you know, bop 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 version, and then also do Groovy Kaiju shows where it's just like whole band, like, you know what I mean? That'd be sick. So it's like two different ways to enjoy the music almost. But Logan says, bro, imagine Motion Adventure DX live with a band doing horns and doing drums. That would be so sick. That's what I'm saying, Logan. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, that's my my end goal with music right now, is just to get to that point. And Suideo says, played in an all-city band program as the first trombone without even knowing what it meant at the time. Oh, dude, that's sick. Hell yeah. Congrats on being first trombone. Yeah, they just saw you were a musical dude. They just knew it. You're probably a lot better at music than you thought too. You know what I mean? But and then Logan says, a Groovy Kaiju version of the late orchestration from Al. Yeah, exactly, dude. Hell yeah. That'd be so sick. But Romuni says, I always got post-party depression since that's all I played, but I always like to play ambient music after parties to combat the post-depression. Going from all that noise to nothing is jarring for everyone, so it's nice to chill afterwards. Fill your ears with something. Yeah, exactly, dude. No, I feel on that too. You know, I get home from a show, I get that, you know what I mean? Like going to like a big feature funk show or something. It is wild to go from like just constant, just like bah, 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 to just like when you're back home, it's just like, I don't know. Like sometimes I even like when I lay in my bed, it feels like awkward because you're just so used to like, you know, just like an hour ago, you were like absolutely, you know, getting your ears blown out. So yeah. But I feel you on that. Somebody else says, oh, what you do with Flamingos would be sick. Yeah, like Tiara was saying, hell yeah. And King says, pretty good. Got the cover ready to go on Wednesday. Hey, yeah, I was actually just rewatching the VOD. Dude, I'm glad you got the cover done fast. Sick, dude. Well, yeah, I'm stoked to hear when you have it ready, King. Yeah. Feel free to, what's it called? Yeah, send it over to me. Probably over email, or like, honestly, I don't know if you could just tell me where to find it in the next stream. We should make it on, I guess we'll stream on Tuesday, but not, and we stream on Sunday. So either email it to me or like, you know, tell me here on chat on Sunday. And yeah. And Skyr says I still got to get a weighted key MIDI keyboard at some point so I can use and, oh my God. So I could use to try to learn to actually play. The spring keys and the cheaper chordboards just ain't cutting it for anything more than playing chords. That's true, Skyer. Yeah, I have like a cheapo Casio tone. Not using that to learn. But yeah, you probably want weighted keys and stuff if you want to, like, you know, pop up to like a for real piano and, like, you know, get it cracking, for lack of better words. So yeah, maybe we'll do like piano streams. I kind of want to do like a piano stream too. I know I keep mentioning all these different things we could stream, but the thing about a piano stream is that, like, I don't know if anyone wants to hear me just go bah, 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 bah. You know what I mean? That, and like I would feel bad because I'd be like more focused on trying to like learn than I would be like, hey, what's up, everybody? So then at that point it's like, what am I even watching? You know what I mean? So yeah. But Rosa says, nice rescue, I would grab it too. I know, right? Yeah, I felt like I rescued that Kirby. Literally. It was like, oh no, little kitten. You know what I mean? That's how I felt grabbing it. But at the same time, I felt so guilty because, like, what if this is like some kids and their mom was like, no, I'll go grab it like later tonight, and like it was just gone because I grabbed it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't know. At the same time, I don't know why it was there. It was also just in like a really weird part of it. Like, I was like, it wasn't like, it hadn't been like some kid being like, Kirby. You know what I mean? For how far it flew, like from the apartments. So I was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Or maybe it was like some older brother or something. I don't know. But I think I even waited like an hour to see if anyone else grabbed it. No one did. So I was like, okay, well, my Kirby now. Because they did Kirby like Future Gohan. Yeah, for real, dude. Lamau. And King says, it's on YouTube. It's just a base cover of Moments of Magic. Oh, okay, sick, King. Hell yeah. Is it up right now? Oh, you said Wednesday, right? Well, yeah. When we get a chance, just let me know on YouTube. I'll look it up and stuff, and hell yeah. And Rosa says, piano stream sounds fun. Okay. Well, maybe once I'm like, how about that? I'll meet you in the middle, Roses. Once I can like actually play some cool stuff, maybe we'll go from there. Like once I could play a couple songs or something. Like I have like 2 hours of songs I could play. Or like, you know, maybe like 30 minutes so we can like talk in between. I can play a song and show off my new piano skills or something. Maybe I can find someone on like motherfucking Fiverr to like take my music and like transpose it for me to like play it or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's somebody on Fiverr or something that could like figure that out for me. Figure out the notes. Or like a MIDI. Yeah, someone can make a MIDI for me. But Simply Dale says, nah, that'd be cool. See the music production in action. Yeah, the music production, I want to do those for sure. That's like my top priority, stream-wise, is to get that cracking once I get the assistant thing kind of figured out. Because those, I feel like, are going to be a lot of fun. Because I can show you my sample library, too. I have so many samples. Y'all will be like, what the heck? So, yeah. I mean, like, pick them together and stuff. Because I have a bunch of samples I just never used. Because, like, I don't know, they usually weren't my taste, or, like, I couldn't think of anything, like, really meaningful to make out of them. So I'd love to just go through those with y'all and be like, okay, but how do we flip this into something silly? You know what I mean? So, yeah. And Logan says, bro, I just remembered that when my sister was 3, she used to love shove coins in my dad's studio monitors and his mini keyboards and everything, and now I see why my dad doesn't let her in my room anymore. That's funny, dude. No, I'd do the same thing. I'd be like, bro, yeah, no worries in the typing. That's why I let my cats in here, because like they'll like jump around on the merch and stuff and like knock it over. And I'm like, dude, like someone needs to buy that, bro. Stop. I don't want, or like, you know, some people are allergic to cats, and I don't want them to like have cat hair on their packages, because like what if they're like really allergic? And I'm sure, like, I don't think it'd be that bad, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to risk it. I want someone to like get a package from me and be like, bro, no, like, cat hair, I can't open it. You know what I mean? So yeah. And King says I have a teaser up at the moment. Okay, sick. What? How can I look it up, King? Can you like send me like the title and like your YouTube channel name? But Rosa says, hydrate. I got you, Roses. They're almost done signing CD covers. Thank you, Roses. And Rosa says that's fair with a, you know, learn a couple piano songs first. Because there's plenty of ideas to go through in the meantime. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun year. I'm excited. And Logan says my sister is begging my dad to buy her a drum set, and I used to take him back to Shinjuku as an example of rhythm, BPM and drum pattern, and she was so bored. Drumming is not for the future funktionaires. Yeah. Yeah, there's oh no, I can't believe I forgot their name. No, their name is like Necro Doom FX. They do a bunch of drum covers of my stuff, and they're really sick. They'll do like super complicated stuff. But yeah, what I've really appreciated and like get super like, I don't know, like humbled once by, not humbled if that's the right word, but it's like super thankful to see that I've noticed that a lot of like drummers tend to really like my stuff because the drum patterns are usually like really weird. I mean, like, weird in terms of like, they're not like traditional. Like I remember, I even like just sometimes I'll YouTube my own name, and someone I guess went up to like a Twitch streamer drummer and like sent them Kicking Back in Kerning City, and they were listening to it, and it was funny to watch them hear the song for the first time as a drummer and go, "Yo, this is kind of crazy." You know what I mean? He started playing to it, and he was like, "Oh, I get it though." Like, you know what I mean? It was like, "Oh shit!" Like I got like low key like props from a drummer being like, "Huh, I like it." You know what I mean? Like both the song, but also just like a, you know, he's a professional drummer, music analysis of like, these drums are kind of crazy. So yeah, it was really nice. But all right, we're looking up King 2D. King 2D 99. See that pops up. Hey, it won't play through the stream, my bad. But I'll watch it right now. Or where's it at? Latest. Oh. I have it on teaser X47. I don't see it popping up. Like, so just to make sure that it's, yeah, at King2D999. And your latest video was 4 days ago. Primus, Too Many Puppies? If so, I don't see anything earlier than that. That or I'm blind. But yeah. It's a short. Oh, okay. That's why. Hey, there we go. Can I get it to play? Oh, that's so sick. Oh, dude, you got the... Dude, I love the... And like you got the like real like wet bass too. The wow. I love that, dude. Oh, I'm stoked to hear it when you're done, dude. Hell yeah. And I'm glad they used the live version too. That's really cool. It's like me in the background doing the live set. That's super sick, dude. Hell yeah. Thank you, King. I'm stoked to see when it's done, dude. The envelope filter, yeah. Yeah, I love that like wet bass. Like it's very like, reminds me of like Primus. I guess Primus is a little bit like more dry, but you know what I'm trying to say. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, thanks for jamming to my stuff, dude. I appreciate it. I'm stoked to hear the cover. Oh, oh shit, I almost forgot to subscribe, dude. Oh shit. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. And Logan says the drums are so easy to go along because of the groove. Kaiju is indeed groovy. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you, Logan. I appreciate it, man. You'll have to find that video and like send it out sometime. I want to do like a Kaiju Club email that's like covers of Groovy Kaiju song. In fact, let me write that. Oh, future me, when I rewatch the VOD, do a Kaiju Club update of just people covering Groovy Kaiju stuff. Because that would be super, super sick. Like, you know, bass covers, drum covers, you know, future me. You know what I'm talking about, future me. And King D said, yeah, as soon as I heard that song, I wanted to ask if I could do something over it. Hell yeah. Sick, dude. Yeah, dude, of course. Thanks for asking again. I appreciate it. And Logan says, so nice. Not easy for some songs, but yeah. No, I see what you mean, Logan. Yeah, some songs I'm kind of like, dude, what was I smoking when I made those? I don't smoke, but, you know, what was I smoking when I was making those drums? Like, the drums on Monster Zero are, like, really goofy. like, you know, you have to like intentionally listen to the beat to like understand it. But yeah. Like, why did I make the drums like that? You know what I mean? But yeah. Oh man, I just marked myself with Sharpie. I missed the whole. I mean, not to sound weird, but yeah. I marked my thumb. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, see, a little more Sharpie on it. Oh yeah. So actually, I want to talk about a super random thing. I guess it's they kind of lead into each other. But dude, do y'all remember Xbox 360? I know it's super random, but when I was a kid, dude, I wanted an Xbox 360 so bad. It was like, dude, I went through hell trying to get an Xbox 360 as a kid. It was like a 3-year-long journey of me trying to get an Xbox 360. Because yeah, I remember my mom, like, I wanted an Xbox really bad because like Halo 3 was coming out, and I remember just watching like I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, but they used to have like DVR, not DVR, I don't know what it was called, but it was like TV would let you go and like watch like pretty much YouTube videos, but on TV, and you could like go to like the channel menu, and like they would have like, you know, whatever. Anyways, but they would have like trailers and stuff from E3 in there for some reason if you went to like the TV YouTube. I forgot, for lack of better words. It wasn't like YouTube, but like, you know, like the old 2000s like channel, you'd scroll through the channel menu and stuff like that. You used to have a section that was like, you know, pre-recorded videos or something, and that you can go and like watch like pay-per-view things and stuff on TV. I remember I watched the Halo 3 trailer like on loop one day, just like, damn, this game's gonna be so sick, I gotta play it. So when Halo 3 was coming out, I remember I wanted an Xbox so bad. I couldn't get one when it dropped, but I remember that Christmas mom was like, okay, yeah, we can save up and get you an Xbox. I was like, sick. So I remember my mom said that, so I remember I sold a bunch of my games, you know what I mean? And my aunt was like, yeah, I'll buy you a Halo 3 for Christmas. I was like, oh, sick. So I sold like all the games that I had, and got a bunch of Xbox games used. I got Crackdown and all that. And then Christmas came around, and my mom was like, hey, look, I'm so sorry, but like the money didn't work out. I couldn't get you an Xbox. And my aunt still had to come and be like, oh, damn, that's awkward. Here's Halo 3. So I had Halo 3 and no Xbox, dude. I was so depressed as a kid, dude. But, you know, that's how life goes. And I forgot how eventually I did end up getting an Xbox, but it was like, I think a year later. But in the meantime, I used to play like hella, like used to be a thing called Howie's Game Shack. And like they would let you like essentially just like they would let kids come in there, get ridiculous off of like monsters, and just let you like, you know, rent time to play Xbox and stuff. So I used to go to, and it was at the mall. So me and my friends used to go, and we would just like get a monster, play Civilization Revolution for the Xbox 360. Bro, those were the days. Play Soul Calibur, play Gears of War tournaments there. Shit was crazy. But I eventually did get an Xbox. But since then I've always been like a, you know, Nintendo and Xbox are my favorites. But yeah, the reason why I bring it up is because Phil Spencer left Xbox, like the main Xbox guy. I'm like, dang. But here, let me probably chat. Anyways, so that's what I'm bringing up next is Phil Spencer leaving Xbox. But Logan says, I was in some Groovy Kaiju songs in class, but for some reason some of your songs are age restricted. What? And my school has a weird way to enable age restricted mode on YouTube as guests. Oh wow. Huh. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why they're age restricted. Maybe it's because like the samples or something. I don't know. But even then, like that only be my older stuff. I don't know why that is, huh? And Logan also says only the real ones had an Xbox 720 and Xbox 360. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised that's funny how they like just the naming scheme just went completely ridiculous after the 360. And Rambred, yes, played lots of Halo 3 against my older brothers. Dude, Halo 3 was ain't nothing else like it, dude. Those were the days. And so Logan knows about the TV, like pre-recorded videos. I don't know what, I forgot what they were called. It wasn't pay-per-view, but it wasn't DVR either. I forgot what it was even called, dude. But Super Dale, part of the golden days, Halo 3 was an awakening for what other games there were out instead of Mario and Sonic. Yeah, no, for real. Yeah. I feel like Xbox really like pushed the envelope for like what games could be. Like did ask, because if you think about it, a lot of them before that were like you know, you had some cool PlayStation games here and there. But like I remember like going to my buddy, the name is Birdie now. But no, that's their nickname as they got older. But now what's funny is they throw hardcore shows now, like hardcore in terms of like, rah, 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 like, you know what I mean? They throw those kind of, like, they're a promoter for those kind of shows now. They sold out some like 1,000 cap venues, if I'm not mistaken, like some big ass venues. So it's like funny how we're both in music, but like different lanes. Anyways, I remember going to their house as a kid, and when they got Gears of War, and I just remember looking like, dang, this is like the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You know what I mean? Because yeah, they really did like kind of redefine gaming from that point on. Halo 3 was a part of that. And Sky says, I need a working 360 pretty recently. Oh, dude, yeah. Well, you have a whole lot of fun stuff to catch up on. Keeping it real. What else was on 360 that was hella fun? I don't know, dude. I could like sit down and like try to find some games for you if you want, but yeah, 360 was like, that was a whole vibe. And Logan says, oof, that's like having a lens and no camera. Exactly, Logan. It was rough, dude. I was struggling. And King says, I had an original Xbox, but I have no idea where it went, and I'm devastated, lol. Oh, dang. Yeah, I still have my original Xbox, King. As I was unpacking, I was like, hey, my Xbox. Yeah, I don't think I have games for it anymore, deadass, but I have the Xbox. So that's pretty cool. There might be a game in there. And there was this classic YouTube, it sounds unreasonable. Yeah, no, for real. Also, Rosa, did you watch Iron Lung? No pressure if you didn't, but like, just curious if you watched it yet. And Logan says, it's not even the explicit songs that are age restricted, but it's like the YouTube art pages, but it's like if it's age restricted, it shows up as deleted on playlists. It's a DistroKid issue but some distributors have all your songs age restricted, so I can't listen to my own tracks on YouTube in class because of how you distributed it. Thank God I left them. Okay, I feel it, yeah. Yeah, it might just be like a... Oh, whoa!
New merch order from Christopher.
Thank you, Christopher. If you're watching, let me know. I'll pack it right now. We just finished getting all these together. So yeah, thank you, Christopher. I appreciate it. If you're watching, let me know. I'd be super stoked to pack it for you. But yeah, maybe it's because I marked... I know... Oh, damn. Is it broken? Oh, yeah, it is. Dang. But, what's it called, Logan? Yeah, I know, like, some of my skits and stuff. Oh, my God. Christopher, again?
Merch order from Christopher.
Thank you, Christopher. If you're watching, let me know. I don't know if they ordered twice on accident. I might get an email pretty soon that's like, bro, I double ordered. Oh, it's probably broken.
New merch order from Christopher.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if I have to turn this off right now, or if I have to... Or if Christopher's really going wild. Okay, it was just an API issue. Okay, it was just once for Christopher. Okay, either way, Christopher, let me know if you're watching. I think whatever my little alert thing broke. But yeah, it might be Logan because you know, for the skits and stuff, sometimes I'll say a bad word or two in there. So I'll like mark, you know, if you make one song explicit, it'll make the whole album explicit. So I might explicit the whole album just because of that one song. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to look into it. But I guess I can finish this up. Okay, cool. But Rosa says, couldn't make it. Sorry for all the claims. I will, lol. I've been excited for a while when it started filming a year ago, I think. Okay, yeah. No worries. No worries at all, Roses. Like, no pressure to. I just want to vicariously enjoy Iron Lung. You watching it, because I'm too scared to watch it myself. But, again, no pressure at all. Whenever you do, just let me know. When we get the chance. And if not, it's okay. I'm chilling, see, either way. And Logan says, well, YouTube restricted mode is just weird, so you'll have to do manual claims with either DistroKid or YouTube, so it works properly, which sucks. Okay, Logan, yeah. Yeah, one of these days, I will have time to, like, look into that, dude. But I appreciate you trying to, you know, let me know. And Logan says, damn, I suck, I'm paid to complain, my bad. No, you're not. You're chilling, dude. You're super chilling. You please complain, because I need to hear it so I know to, like, you know, when I rewatch all the VODs, so I like need to like hear it so I know how to make it better, you know what I mean? Because I'll be honest, I'm like a I'm not like a big YouTube music user. I use more Spotify myself personally, because that's where I've noticed like more people listen to stuff. So I need to hear about how the other platforms are doing. So like otherwise I'm not going to be as informed. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you letting me know. I want to make it good for everybody. So yeah. And Rosa says, by the way, I love the carpet. It's nostalgic. Yes. Yeah, I bought this like years ago, Roses, and I was unpacking and I was like, oh yeah, I have this. I need a rug for the studio anyway. So yeah. I was thinking about like buying one or getting like a Groovy Kaiju one commission, because I really want a tufted rug so bad. But we'll do this one for now. Excuse me. But yeah, we'll do this one for now. I thought it'd be like a fun little throwback. But oh yeah. So what's wild is I guess like the Phil Spencer, like the lead of like Xbox left. I was watching that H-Shock video about it. And what's crazy though is I guess what they're trying to do at like Microsoft is they're trying to like get a bunch of the AI people to run Xbox. So like, oh, we need to figure out how to integrate AI into Xbox. And it's like, dude, no, you don't. Why does Xbox need AI, dude? You know what you need? Some good games, bro. That's all. That's what you guys really need to figure out how to make some good games first. Y'all need to figure out how to get some exclusive before you guys figure out to put AI into Xbox. I'll tell you what. So yeah. So it's kind of like wild to see that. And Ramoni says, "Ehu, Cortana is AI enough. Already enough. I know, yeah. For real, dude. There's never gonna be a moment where I'm like, I'm playing Helldivers. You know what can make Helldivers better right now? If I had AI. Oh damn, I broke it. No. But yeah, that's what I get for talking shit. The Microsoft guardian angel was like, silence. But I'm still gonna stand on business. Yeah, there's never gonna be a moment in my life where I'm playing Helldivers and go, you know what would make Helldivers better right now? If I had AI helping me. If I had an AI assistant. You know what I mean? But Logan says, low-key, I've been thinking of domains for some reason because a ton of artists don't have websites, so I was checking like split names of TLDs. I have SynthNet and Tupperwave. That's cool, dude. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Sounds like a fun time. Yeah, looking for domain names is really cool. But be careful though, because dude, honestly, buying domain names is like collecting Pokemon cards, like collecting Magic cards, because like you start collecting them and it's like hard to like start letting go of them all, because you end up paying like yearly for like these domains that you don't really have a use for. I had to like let go of a lot of my old domains. And as soon as you like buy it, there's like bots out there that'll then buy it right after you, hoping that they can like trick you into like getting like regret from selling it. You know what I mean? So it's like once you buy it, then like it shows there's a demand for it. You know what I mean? So it gets kind of goofy. I don't know. It's wild. Somebody else says, yeah, it might be over for Xbox now. Yeah, dude, I know. Because they're doing the whole everything is Xbox campaign and everything. I'm kind of sad because I really like Xbox. But yeah, PS5 kind of is like the only other like grown man system. It's either like get a Switch 2 or get a PS5 or a PC. And dude, I really don't want a PC. I've already complained enough about how much I don't want to play PC. But Rambuni doesn't even listen half the time. Yeah, Cortana's kind of like whack. It's a video, hopefully just dooming, but seriously, yeah, no, for real. And Rosa says, it's crazy if Xbox disappears, but it was something people noticed. Yeah, no, for real. For real. Oh my god. Why are these all squished up? Ugh. Bro, what is... There we go. That right there. And Logan says, because all my domains are split name domains, I can notify people looking for domains with ones with brand significance. Okay, yeah. And Logan says the only Xbox related thing I use is the Xbox app. And it's just for Fortnite because without Epic Games Launcher, I get like 100 extra FPS. That's wild, dude. Yeah, I don't know why every game needs its own launcher too. That's weird. What is going on with video games, dude? Why are they doing this? Skyr says, I think what Microsoft needs right now is a swift, quick, below the belt, financially speaking. Well, I think they kind of already are, because like the H-Rock video I watched about Phil Spencer leaving, a lot of reasons it seemed like they kind of like were like, hey man, you should kind of leave because you really goofed up this holiday season, because they like really underperformed at Xbox on the holiday time. And a lot of like the executives were like pissed about that. So they were like, you know, we're kind of like not saying we're firing you, but it's your time, bro. It's your time. So yeah. And I don't know, I like Phil Spencer though. I'm kind of sad that he's leaving, but yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the writing was on the wall. So yeah. But Logan says, yeah, I hope GoDaddy goes bankrupt for all the domains they buy the second you search it twice. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, GoDaddy's kind of dirty for that. I had that happen to a friend once and they were like depressed. And King says, so not only has Game Pass increased, we now have full AI. Brother, please, lol. I know. Yeah, honestly, I canceled my Game Pass after they increased it. Because I was like, honestly, I didn't play enough games to really like make it worth having Game Pass. But I was like, you know what? It's only like, you know, $15 a month. And I like having the option to play a bunch of games when I do got the time. This is when I was still like gaming. But then when they increased it and I started going to the gym and stopped playing games as much, I was like, yeah, I'm not just going to passively give Microsoft like $30 a month just because you got me twisted. So yeah. But Logan says, Spaceship and Namecheap are the two registers I use now. Dude, I miss Google Domains, man. I hate Minecraft's launcher so much. I just use Modren, and it still sucks because I can't directly launch it from Steam. Yeah. Yeah, all the launchers kind of like, you know what I mean? Why are they doing this? You don't gotta do all that. You could just make the game launch. It doesn't need a launcher. Honest to goodness, if Game Pass kept its price, it would have switched fully from PlayStation and would have been streaming it everywhere. I know, right? Yeah. I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, I was switched fully to Xbox, and then yeah, now I'm like, I mean, I haven't played games that much again, but I think if I were to buy a console now, I kind of have to buy a PlayStation. And Skyr says $30 a month, brother. Brother. Forza Horizon 6 day one. I know that it was. Game Pass is wild. And Logan says, NVIDIA GeForce Now is now cheaper than Game Pass. What have we come to as a society? No, for real though. It's wild that it's cheaper. All right, I ran out of drink. I'm gonna get some water in a little bit. Actually, I'll make some water right now. I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave it. You can still hear me, but I need my water bottle. Where is it? You found out. Where did my water bottle go, dude? Ought to be in the room. Where is it at? Oh, it's on the floor. Oh my god. Aha! And Silver Chariot, yo, what up, dude? Good to see you. How you doing? How's your Sunday? And Logan says wireless headsets are so goated. No, they really are. I'm kind of like wireless everything. I'm sure a wireless camera exists. I think I want to, for the cooking stream, if I just had like a little handheld camera, I could just be like, yo, we're cooking. Oh yeah, we gotta make a lot more CDs. Okay, I'll probably just keep making CDs, and then I'll just do all the actual packing of orders after the stream. But yeah, what else I want to bring up with y'all? Let's talk about this first. Excuse me. What y'all think of the what's it called? Alyssa Liu? Have y'all seen that? I feel like all my social media feeds is just her, the figure skater who won gold in the Olympics. She's also a Pink Pantherist and an anime fan. I was like, yo, one of us. You know what I mean? I was like, hell yeah. And she's from Oakland. Too Short Baby coming straight out of Oakland. And King says, cooking with kaiju for making songs / food. Yeah, exactly, dude. I want to show off like my ice cream thing I got going on. We can make air fryer pancakes. Actually, my tofu spaghetti I just made the other night. And Logan says, all right, gonna take a shower and hit the hay because I woke up at 7. Dude, catch you around, Logan. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy sleeping. And yeah, dude, get some rest, dude. You've been up for a minute. That's wild. You've been up since 4 in the morning? Yeah, it's time to go to bed, dude. Get you around, Logan. And Alyssa Liu is low genuinely aura farming? Yeah. Low-key genuinely aura farming, yeah. Yeah, she really is. Which is cool though. She deserves it. Hey, Robbie.
New merch order from Robbie.
Thank you, Robbie. If you're watching, let me know and I'll pack it right now. This is still one of the weirdest beats ever made, but I love it. And somebody else says, completely forgot about this round of Olympics, but I heard the US beat Canada in hockey, which is saying, yeah, remember I mentioned my buddy Tyler, who like plays hella basketball, watches like ESPN like all day. They posted on their story like, let's go, US does hockey, let's go. Because he's a big hockey fan. What's wild though is his favorite team was the Arizona Coyotes hockey team. What's funny is Arizona hockey, bro. Like in like the stadium was like near Phoenix, so it's like really, there's no ice anywhere in Arizona. But our hockey team was actually kind of good, which is hilarious. But yeah, so he was like, "Bro, when you move out there, I'll come like to a Coyotes game. It's gonna be so sick." And then like they sold the team to Vegas, and it was like, damn. So yeah, but yeah, so he's a hockey fan. Hockey's pretty sick though. I highly recommend it. And it was like, but baseball is cheap, hockey's expensive. Hockey's like you're paying at least $30 for nosebleeds. But then again, it was like the stadium I used to go to was the Ducks. You know, it's like the Mighty Ducks. You know what I mean? Like that's like there's a movie made about them, so it's like kind of they might be more expensive because of that. And it's in Orange County at the Honda Center, so that's like a whole. I don't know, but yeah, baseball's still kind of goated for cheap tickets. But yeah, hockey's kind of it was like a treat going to a hockey game. But Remini says, Alyssa Liu is so goated. It was so, I hope I'm saying her name right. It's so cool to see her skate and it looked like she was enjoying it. So many of these athletes, especially from Russia, look terrified to mess up and incredibly stiff. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I've only seen the clips of Alyssa skating. I haven't seen any of the other clips. But I could imagine, yeah. Because it's like so much pressure. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to like win. But then she was like, aura farming, as Logan said. She was like, nah, I was born for this. I know, Remedy. Arizona hockey team is a funny sentence. It's also hilarious that Florida is the back-to-back NHL champions, I think. Yeah, exactly. It's like, they got ice out there? How y'all even get ice out there? Hey,
New
whoa!
merch order from Vernon.
Thank you, Vernon. If you're watching, let me know. I appreciate it, dude. I'll pack it for you right now. I will literally clear my whole desk to pack your order right now. Okay, let's move this Let's move to the back. To the back. Oh, and what was cool, someone was waiting for Monster Zero to show up for him. And they just showed me like, yo, bro, I'm like waiting for it, your album. And I just put it on my iPod Nano and I was like, yo. I don't know, because, you know, I showed like the album off in like on the Dreamcast. Sometimes people will show me like some of the other retro tech. They'll like get my album on to like just to listen to it. I'm like, that's so sick. So yeah. And remember when he says, got a feel for Canada, they were getting washed by people that grew up on a beach coast nowhere near ice. Exactly, yeah. It's like, bro, how are y'all getting beat by a beach team? Because it's like, it's also like kind of like extra disrespectful because it's like, not only is it always cold and your winters suck, but you got beat by the team. But they actually have good weather. You know what I mean? So it's also like extra disrespectful. But yeah. Hey bro, this is WoW iPods. I should get one honestly, because my car, it's like, you know, it's from 2009, so it has like the old school iPod connector and it can't like be converted. So I'm like, maybe I should just get an iPod and put all my music on it, and then, you know, that way I don't have to, I kind of like my CDs, so yeah. And that Rosa says an iPod mini was one of my first exposure to music. The radio in the car was another. Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I think my first exposure to music, I don't even remember. I mean, it was probably also car CD radio. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of it was like soft rock, like 2000 soft rock. That's what I mostly grew up on, which is probably the reason why I kind of like Creed so much now I think about it. Because, you know what I mean? I don't know why I do, but I just do. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, my parents used to play a lot of Creed. Like my grandma did, at least. My grandma used to love listening to like Creed. Well, not Creed, but Nickelback and Reba. She loved Reba. So I don't know, just throwing it out there. I mean, not that, yeah, it's a race thing, but so my whole, like my mom is half black, half white, and my dad's like full black. So I have one white grandma, and yeah, she's very white. She was like, love me my Reba, love me my Golden Girls, love me my my Nickelback. You know what I mean? So yeah. Hey Butter, what's up Butter? Good to see you. How you doing? Yeet. Oh, and I saw a really good Instagram reel on Japanese jazz, on like how it came about. Because one thing I was listening to a lot of city pop. At some point I was like wondering like how did Japan, like, because like city pop, like even like there's if I'm not mistaken, so please, you know, if I'm wrong, please call me out, but I'm pretty sure there's an interview where Tatsudo was like, yeah, essentially like all I was trying to do was like make Black American music, but like, you know, a Japanese interpretation of it. So I was wondering, I was like, what even, you know, what made them get into it? And yeah, essentially when you look into it, I mean, Zaku probably knows the history better than I do, but I watched like a really good Instagram that summed it up. I did my own research beforehand, and then I just saw this reel, and I was like, I'm glad people are talking about this because city pop is so cool, and I think we should look more into the history of it and like how it really happened. But yeah, after like World War II, if I'm not mistaken, you know, World War II happens. Japan's making their own music, and then when the U.S. You know, won World War II, when they came over to Japan, they had a bunch of like soldiers come by, and they brought with them a lot of like American records and stuff. And they're like, "No, you guys need to play this." Because essentially, like, they end up all like the bars and stuff are like, you know, mostly like American soldiers. Well, not almost. Well, a lot of American soldiers would like go there and stuff. And they're like, "No, you're playing this because like we won the war." It's kind of sad. But then on top of that too, they were like, "We want you to play these records." So all the like the Japanese musicians that were out there had to learn how to play like American jazz for the American soldiers that were coming to the bars to like as they occupied Japan and stuff like that. So then after like the occupation, I mean, it's, you know, I don't know, but pretty much as it like slowed down, they continued to play jazz, but then they started including all their own culture and like influence on it and stuff. And that's how you get like city pop and like jazz fusion and all that, because essentially it's a bunch of like Japanese interpretations of like American music that came via World War II, like, you know, you know, I mean, post World War II soldiers trying to like clean up Japan and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like, oh. So yeah. So that's how it all happened. I'm like, oh. Sometimes I feel like it gets a little funny where I don't know, you'll see it sometimes with like K-pop people. Like sometimes K-pop people will be like, bro, like this is so like unique, it's never been done before. And it's like, I mean, if you interview the singer on that K-pop group, they'll be like, yeah, I love Beyonce and like Ciara and stuff. Yeah, I mean, like they'll like list specific like 90s, like they're like, I love TLC. Like they'll list specific 90s like American girl groups and stuff as like inspirations, but then people are like, no, this has never been done before. And it's like, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, but it's just, I don't know, I just love that like the cultural sharing. I've always just loved how see music grow in that way. But yeah, Rampage says that's such a cool take on city pop, so much insight. I find it really funny when people call it Japanese pop, which sounds too close to J-pop, and I'm like, this is pretty far away from J-pop. No other lol. Yeah, it's funny because like, you know, city pop, or no offense, yeah, no worries. I mean, I knew what you were trying to say, yeah. But Rampage, yeah, it is funny because like, you know, when you say J-pop, it's like, okay, well, city pop at some point was Japanese pop, so like, what period of J-pop we talking? We talking like 2000s anime intro, or are we talking like Tatsudo? You know what I mean? Like, it's gotta, we talking Takanaka, like what J-pop we talking about? It's kind of funny how you end up in that little like situation. Okay, is it time? I think it's time, dude. That's super random, but I think I have to open up this box of CDs. We got to move Jermaine. Gotta do work. Dang. I gotta do work. Now I just gotta move some stuff around. But yeah, I don't know. I love music history, dude. Music history is so sick. Oh wait, no, the box is right here. Okay, cool. I just gotta move this around then. Never mind. Hey, in fact, I might. Hope you don't mind me taking this back out the trash. I mean, it's just CD parts. But yeah, I love music history. Like one of my favorite things I've ever learned in my life was taking a jazz history course in college. And I was like, bro. But since then, I've been like really interested in learning how like music culture starts and stuff. So I feel like I feel like I can understand the music better when you understand like the context it's coming from. I don't know. It's just how I learn. If I understand like why something the way it is, then I learn it 10 times better. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know about y'all, but like, yeah. Rose says that sounds like a fun class. It really was, because the teacher not only taught it from like a, you know, it wasn't like a jazz history in terms of like John Coltrane released the album "A Love Supreme" in 1927. Here's the test: when did John Coltrane release "A Love Supreme"? It wasn't like it wasn't like that kind of history class. He was like, yo, John Coltrane, right? He was like hella. He taught it like a cultural, like American history, like African American history class. Just the focus was on jazz. So he was like, yeah, man. All right, so John Coltrane was smacked on heroin, right? So, and he was talking to Charlie Parker, who was also just smacked on heroin. And John Coltrane told him this, and then he met up with Thelonious Monk, who had like these mental health things going on, and it was like a whole, yeah. So it's like, oh my God, you know what I mean? So, so he taught it like that. And so it makes a lot more sense, like, you know, when you hear that context of it, it's like, oh, that's why they made the music like that. You know what I mean? It's like, I get it now. And you understand, like, you know, World War. I remember even like the biggest like fact. Rosa says the teacher seemed passionate about the topic too. Love to see that. Yeah, exactly. They were super passionate about it, which is super nice. His name was Ray Briggs. One day I'm gonna have to be like, hey, I probably should email him and be like, yo, when you need me to do a guest lecture, bro. I was a student, and your class actually meant a lot to me. Yeah, future me, look into Ray Briggs. See if I can get a hold of him. See if I could just be like, yo, man, thanks for honestly teaching me that class. Even if it was just like a, not to like, you know, come have me speak at your class, but just more like a, hey, man, thanks for like, you know, your class actually did have an impact on my music production, and now I do it professionally, so thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that would like make their whole day to hear. It would make mine at least, but yeah, to hear one of my students did that. But So yeah, future me, make sure you write that down to like send them an email real quick or something. But Rosa says, I'd happily listen. Yeah, it was such a fun class. But yeah, the most fun fact I learned from that class was like, you know, remember how, like, you know, if you think about it, like at one point in time, like jazz was like those big orchestras where it was like, we're gonna play swing music, you know, those swing big bands where people were like swinging. It was like, and it was like all those huge like 15 people bands, right? The reason why in the 20s, like before the Great Depression, it was like that, and then maybe it was before World War II, it was like that, and then after World War II, it was like different, was because the draft in World War II. So essentially, you couldn't get 13 musicians in a room together because like they all had to get drafted. So you got these like small 4-piece jazz bands because everyone got drafted. So all the 4-piece bands were like the leftovers essentially. So because it was like, you know, they like essentially couldn't do these big productions anymore, like these big super professional productions. It was like, all right, bro, like let's just, you know, let's just figure it out. Oh, we only got 4 dudes who were, you know, got left behind, didn't have to get drafted. So yeah, and that's why the bands got so small, like to those quartets and those, you know, 3-pieces, because just everyone was out fighting the war. And when they came back, it was still like that was the popular form. And to me, that was like what? And also because it was like a smaller group and they couldn't do these big band shows anymore, it's like, okay, well, we can't do our big shows anymore. We're all in a room, like the remaining 4 of us are in a room together. What do you want to do? It's like, I don't know, Monster, you could play this song the fastest? And they were like, yeah, sure. So that's why Bebop happened, where it was like, because essentially they would just like sit in a room together and be like, dang, dude, we don't got 13 people here anymore. And it's like, hey, John, watch this. It's like, yo, I can play it faster than you. And they would just like do these like competitions where they could see who could play the fastest. And then eventually they were like, how about we just make this the show? And they were like, book it? Yeah, yeah. So you get Bebop. So yeah, I love jazz history, or any history really. Roses, I got you, Roses. Thank you. I got you, Roses. Thank you. But yeah, my other favorite fun fact was Rampage. John's wearing 7 different instruments now and he's going nuts. Lol. I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's another read. Like the drum kit got invented because if I'm not mistaken, you know, like Louis Armstrong, like New Orleans jazz, where it's like, you know, like when you go to Popeyes, like get your chicken from Popeyes, like when you go like that kind of jazz. You know what I mean? They used to have one person play each part of the drum, and I forgot, it was like something happened, if I'm not mistaken. The history is like, you know, they were doing marching bands, right? And they had one person on this drum, one person on this drum, and they would all like play in sequence. And then like I think something happened where like a marching band was like, bro, we don't got enough dudes to do the whole marching band. We got a show tomorrow. And he was like, bro, I'll just play 4 drums at once. They're like, literally, damn, John, you can wear 7 instruments? That's crazy. And literally he would, you know, each part of the drum set was its own person. And John one day was like, bro, I got you in all 7. And just started using every appendage, and they were like, damn, John, that's crazy, you can do that. And then now everyone, that's what drumming is now. You know what I mean? That's now what we expect as a drummer, that you can do that. But at the time it was like, that's crazy. It's like one of those moments too, it's like, I don't know, learning like BC times history has like really like humbled me in realizing that we're not that different, dude. Like we probably have a lot more in common with someone from like 1000 BC than we think we would. You know what I mean? That's what's really like been hidden different for me lately, is learning that and like really diving into like that ancient history stuff. I'm like, oh wow, they had the same problems as us. They still were like, bro, is my girlfriend cheating on me right now? Like they had those same questions. You know what I mean? It's just they didn't have iPhones. But at the same time though, it's like if you look at like, you know, one of the best baseball players of all time is Babe Ruth, right? But if you look at like Babe Ruth, back when he was playing baseball, like the fastest fastball I think was like 80 miles per hour. It's like, what? Like You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I can hit home runs too. The ball's coming at 80 miles per hour. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Shohei Ohtani would absolutely destroy Babe Ruth. You know what I mean? Like, that's like not even warm up for like a normal MLB baseball player. It's like only 80. Are you kidding me? You're playing T-ball? Like, you know what I mean? So yeah. So I think of that when I think of like a, you know what I mean? John's wearing 7 instruments. He's going nuts. Cause yeah. Damn. Yeah. I think like the actual meme is like Babe Ruth if he were to travel forward in time. He's like, so you telling me this guy grew up in the Dominican Republic and played baseball since he was 2 years old? You know what I mean? And he can barely speak English. He can throw a ball like 120 miles per hour. You know what I mean? And I always think of the Key and Peele skit. Slap ass. Oh, y'all remember the Key and Peele skit of that? Where he's like a Dominican baseball player, and he's like, look, man, since the day I was born, all I did was catch fly balls and slap some ass. Because, you know, like, baseball players are like, good game, they slap each other in the butt. It's funny. Oh, yeah, LaBelle. Yeah. That's my favorite Key and Peele skit. I like quote it from time to time with friends. Because like there's a part where he's crying and he's like, I have a problem. I know about it. You know what I mean? Essentially, like the skit is like, they're like, bro, you can't keep slapping her ass, bro. It's like, you know, the game's over, man. Stop. He's like, no, man, but this is all I've done my whole life. Just play baseball and slap ass, bro. And just the part where he's like, I don't know, he's joking, but he's like crying. He's like, I have a problem. I know about it. Just the way he says it's hella funny. Or says, oh, that was my sister at some point a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I used to do it like every day. It was one of my vocal sims for a hot second. But yeah. They need cheerleaders or something. I need to see that one. Yeah, no, for real. That'd also be wild. Oh, and I found out they're doing like a Hello Kitty bobblehead. Because remember I was saying, oh, yo, so I'm not gonna buy it because I don't got the money for it. But dude, I found out. Remember how I was saying earlier how like you can get baseball tickets for like $10 each, and like essentially the idea is that like you it's because people will buy the season pass and like sell you the ticket the day of. Yada yada. That's how you get for like $10. Dude, I found out for the Diamondbacks out here in Arizona, you can get 52, like if you buy a season ticket out here, at least I don't know why it's this cheap, but it's $300, which is like, okay, an Xbox, right? But it's 52 games. You do the math, it's like $3 per game. I was like, dude, you're telling me I could go $3 per game? That's crazy. I know, ooh, that's what I'm saying, dude.
New merch order from Ethan.
Thank you, Ethan. I appreciate if you're watching. Let me know. I'll pack it for you right now. But yeah, I was also saying, like, dude, you're telling me I could be entertained for more than half the year for $3 per game? That's what I'm saying, dude. It's all the home games, Rampage. So it's not all 180, but like, I think the number was like 50 some, whatever, like 500 divided by X equals 3. That's like 350. That's like the math that came out. So yeah. So I was like, bro, I could either buy a PS5 or go to, you know what I mean? Go to 52 baseball games. Like, that's crazy. And Roses, a deal in these days, unbelievable. I know, right? Yeah, Roses. I was like, oh, wow. But yeah, I think I would do it only if, I mean, it's like a next year thing. I think a thing when things maybe like slow down. What's it called? Slow down, or when I have like more free time. That's something I definitely want to like get into. I gotta make a baseball friend or something out here, just so I can be like, yo, bro, we're going to the games or what? And Ramuni says, I gotta see the D-backs in Cincinnati last June. It was a very fun game. Yeah, dude, Diamondbacks are pretty sick. Dude, the Diamondbacks stadium too is cool. They had like all like the. What's funny is I don't know. I mentioned it before, but I feel like Arizona's either like you're like super mega like, fuck yeah, America. You know what I mean? Like, oh, America, guns and stuff, or it's like furry, anime furry. There's like those are the two people in Arizona you meet. You know what I mean? And it's funny because, you know, Diamondbacks is like, oh, it's a snake. You know what I mean? So we have all this cool, like, sick, like, kind of like indigenous inspired snake stuff. But also on top of that, the mascot is called Baxter. It's like literally just a dude in a furry costume. Like a furry costume and a baseball jersey. I think they're supposed to be like a ferret or something, but it's just like, they're like, no, even though it's a snake, no, we gotta make sure we got a furry as our mascot. You know what I mean? Let's not get it twisted. This is Arizona after all. But yeah. And King says crazy, I know, right? Oh, yo, yeah, King, for real. It's wild deal. But Toto, dude, hi goat. Or hey goat, what's up, dude? Thanks for the kind words of calling me the goat. How you doing? How's your Sunday? How you feeling? How you doing? Oh, there you go. But yeah, so I brought it up too because if you were to get the thing, you also get access to, like, if you go to every game, you know, some games at baseball stadiums, they give away stuff. So they'll be like, oh, it's bobblehead night, or like it's Star Wars night, and we'll give you like a Star Wars shirt or something. Dude, I found out if you were to get the season pass, if I'm not mistaken, you get access to when the Angels are coming to Arizona, they're doing a Hello Kitty bobblehead night where you can get Hello Kitty playing baseball in like an Arizona jersey as a bobblehead. And I'm like, bro, that goes pretty hard. So yeah. So I'm like, technically you get a game and that bobblehead for $3. You know what I mean? I'm like, are you kidding me? So yeah. But Rampage says, yeah, I was going to mention the stadiums. I always like seeing them the first time. AZ looks like a huge stadium. Yeah, Chase Field is super sick, Rampage. And what's cool about it too is, you know, if like the weather is permitting, they'll like open up like it's like it has a, like, you know, a retractable roof. So like, you know, like the early base before it gets like super hot, the early baseball season, they'll just like open up the roof, and like for some reason like the whole, like, I don't know how to describe it, but like, you know, it's a giant stadium, but for some reason also like the windows kind of like retract. So like the roof is like, brr, brr. So this part also comes up, and you can see all of downtown Phoenix with like the mountains in the background. It's so beautiful, dude. Yeah, I mean, as you're like in the, what's it called? You're just watching baseball, man. It's just like, bro. Yeah. And Rosa says Hello Kitty did a lot of stuff with the Dodgers, so it's cool to hear. Yeah, Hello Kitty kind of, they really be collabing with anyone. I'm kind of like, bro, what do I got to do to Hello Kitty collab? Because I've even seen them like, hey, it's our local like Hello Kitty Day, like sponsored officially by Sanrio, and I'm like, you know, like Hello Kitty flea market, and it's like actually sponsored by Sanrio. I'm like, who do I got to email at Sanrio to be like, let me put Hello Kitty on my album covers? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want the Hello Kitty collab, dude. Let me make a Groovy Kaiju Hello Kitty collab. You know what I mean? Like, what's the, how do you get that happening? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, Roses, to your point, I'm pretty sure there probably has to be some kind of Hello Kitty Godzilla collab. They collab with everybody. And Ramuni says, so for baseball friends, I might have a method. I don't know if this works for every employee or region, but if you have a friend that works at Valvoline, I'm pretty sure they have a lottery for free MLB tickets for whatever team is the closest. I have a former roommate that works for them, and I've gotten to go multiple games for free for him winning the ticket lotto. Oh, sick. Hell yeah. That's what's up, Ron Mooney. You have to keep that in mind, because both in terms of like, yeah, free tickets is free tickets. I was even just saying, like, someone I could be like, yo, bro, you going to the game tonight? Yeah, okay, cool, I'll see you there. You know what I mean? Just someone to like go to the stadium with, almost. If that makes sense. Because I'm trying to go outside more, dude. But going outside is kind of expensive. Let's keep it real. Going outside is expensive, so when I saw that deal, I was like, oh. I'll probably buy it next year. Because I think I'm going to stay in Arizona for a bit longer. I mean, I kind of really like it out here still, so I think I'm going to stay out here for at least, I mean, doing it year by year, but I might have to stay just for the baseball tickets, dude. Cool. And then what else? Yeah, we talked about Naboo. What else I want to bring up? I'm looking through all my screenshots. Oh yeah, I forgot. I saw. Speaking of Hello Kitty, I don't know how true this is, but I saw a thing where I guess like, so again, who knows how true this is? But I saw a thing. You all know the Hello Kitty character Cinema Roll? If anyone's dated a Sanrio girly, you probably know who Cinema Roll is. But it's like the bunny / dog looking character from Sanrio. It's like a white dog with like pink cheeks and like it's usually like in like a blue tint. But yeah, the Rosa says I know Cinema Roll. Okay, sick. Yeah, so the tweet was my favorite Cinema Roll deep lore is you know, if you're like really deep, you know Cinema Roll isn't a dog, but they're a bunny technically. And they look like a dog. And but I guess what happened is that yeah, when Cinema Roll was created by its like designer, it was supposed to be a dog. But then Sanrio was like, oh no, it was supposed to be a bunny. Like they designed Cinema Roll to be a bunny. And Sanrio was like, we're not really looking for a bunny right now. We're kind of looking for a dog. And the creator was like, did I say bunny? I meant dog. And they were like, you're hired. That's like, so that's the only reason why he's a dog. Oh, Rosa says you got that right. Well, okay, cool. I'm glad you could verify the lore. I just find that funny. It's like, did I say he's a bunny? Nah, he's a dog. Because life really be like that sometimes, you know what I mean? You really do. Some like major characters sometimes develop that way. Or it's just like last second, yeah, you know what? We'll do it that way instead. But yeah, thanks for confirming that too, Roses. Oh yeah. What other screenshots do I have? I'm screenshotting all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I think I talked about the rest of this already. A lot of it's just like Bad Bunny screenshots. The Bad Bunny Super Bowl. I was super stoked on it. I was like, dang. Bad Bunny Super Bowl is pretty cool. Alright, what's next? Other than that, someone was asking me what my favorite song breakdown is, and have you ever heard the song "I'm God" by Clams Casino? Little B rapped on it. My favorite line from the Little B song "I'm God," but the beat is called "I'm God" by Clams Casino too. You just listen to the beat; it's like super ethereal. It's a really, really good beat. I mean, we were talking about Halo earlier. In the music video, he was like, I got killers putting cash on Halo. That's like my favorite line. Because essentially he's saying that like, all of his like hood friends will like bet money on who can win in Halo 3 back in the day. And I was like, bro, that's sick. I really want to go to a Little B show. I mentioned it like to my friends once, and I was like, that's kind of like my end goal with like music. Because I feel like it'd be like a real like experience. I love Little B in high school. But Clams Casino's the GOAT. Yeah, Clams Casino really is the GOAT. Like they're one of the best beat makers. But the reason why I bring it up is because someone asked me my favorite like, because I sent you know, like when you get my Step Zero, if you join the Kaiju Club, I send you like I Had a Dream I Was in the 90s anime song breakdown. Somebody watched it and was like, oh, I love stuff like these. you know, thanks for sending this over. It was super sick to see how it was made. And for the first time, someone was like, I assume you made this because, you know, you must also like song breakdowns. What's your favorite song breakdown of a song that you like? And I was like, oh shit, that's a great question. Thanks, dude. Thanks for asking. So pretty much there was this YouTube channel called Beat Breakdown by this guy named Sanders that was like kind of popular back in the day, but the dude just like stopped doing it. Like, and this happened in like 2016, I want to say they were doing these. But yeah, so they did a beat breakdown of that. It's a beat by Clams Casino. So if you look up like Sanders, so Sandurz, beat breakdown, I'm God by Little B, produce Clams Casino. Anyways, so if you want to look it up, Red Mooney, but no pressure to. I'm just, you know, throwing out there in case you might hear it. But they explained his process for how he made the song, and it was like it's still to this day like the greatest thing I ever heard. But at Clams Casino, the reason why they're so good is because just to like so they can like, you know, keep track of them becoming a better producer. What they would do is every year they would flip the same sample to see, like, you know, to test themselves of like, well, what do I know now that's different than a year ago that I could try to make something different out of this that I've, you know what I mean, I've made before. So since he was like producing for a while, he probably has a ton of different versions of the same sample he's flipped over and over, right? So he had to start getting more and more and more creative every year. And so yeah, so for the I'm God beat, essentially it's an emotion heap song, you know, like the super talented like, what you say, oh, that you only meant well. So like not that song, but it's another one of their songs. It's like also like banging, but it's that same singer. But real quick, Slow-O, yo, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Sunday? How you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, so they sampled Emotion Heap, and then for that sample, they were like pretty much at the point where they're like, bro, I don't know what else I could get out of this. So they just listened to the entire song on reverse, right? And they added like chop points on whatever they thought sounded good. So the whole like ooh ooh bum 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 bum. So yeah, so they just like essentially listened to the whole song in reverse, found their favorite like points in the song in reverse, signed to a beat pad, and then just like made the pattern like that. And it's like wild because like the bump like they literally go bump. It's like just it's like chef's kiss, dude. It's so good. I'm like, I really gotta try this one of these days. And Shlowo, yo, finally caught a live. Hell yeah, thanks for stopping by, dude. I'm glad you can catch one. And dude, my Sunday was insane. I can't complain. I hope insane in a good way. I guess you're not complaining, so hell yeah. You know what I mean? That's sick, dude. But what's it called? But yeah, dude, thanks for stopping by. Anything, what music you been listening to lately, Slow-O? Since it's your first time here, I'd be stoked to hear what you've been bumping lately. I'm really big on my Piercing on My Hand by Northwest. That song is so wild, dude. Oh shit, Slow-O said all good and all in a good way. I was able to hit up a drift event and get some side rides in. Oh sick. Oh, yo, Uncle Joe, yo, Uncle Joe, thanks for the sub, dude. How you doing, Uncle Joe? Thanks for stopping by. Yo, baby. Hell yeah, how you doing, dude? How you been? It's been a minute. Last time we kicked it was the Halloween stream, right? But yeah, Slow-O, and that's cool you guys go to a drift event too, Slow-O. Yeah, I haven't been to a drift event before. I've been to like tracks and stuff, but that's so sick, dude. I bet it was hella fun. You listen to mostly like metal, rock, indie, pop, all kinds of EDM. Hell yeah, dude. That's sick. But yo, yeah. Uncle Joe, I'm sorry I never made it over here. I've got your torch on here. Yeah, dude, no worries at all. Dude, no worries at all. How you doing though, Joe? Anything new? How you been? I just moved. So I've been like doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, dude, Halloween was a wild night. Dude, what I think about all the time, low-key, is the chili. The chili that got brought over for Halloween was actually like hella sick. I really appreciate the fact that you had that set up and everything. And Red Mooney says, oh my god, gonna have to dip. Early, it'd be food time. You'll have a great night. See you in the next stream. Hell yeah, Red Mooney. Well, thanks for stopping by as always, dude. And yeah, enjoy eating food, man. Enjoy your night, Red Mooney. Take it easy. And Slow O says, I saw your ad on Insta feed like a few years ago and slowly kept up. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Well, thanks for, like keeping up with everything we're doing over here, man. I appreciate it, Slow O. I'm glad that you found it through Instagram and, yeah, dude, hell yeah. Yeah, I do the same way. I remember there's an artist named Nasaya. I think I saw her. I forgot how I found her stuff. And like, I'm not like a big goth music fan, but I've been keeping up with her like career just because I'm like, I respect the grind. So I appreciate you doing that for me, dude. Our Roses the Hydrate. I got you, Roses. And Joe says, oh yeah, Uncle Joe says, I love the chili, but I had insane heartburn later that night because we ended up eating so much of it, Lamau. Chili weed, yeah, dude. I mean, thankfully I get heartburn, but that must have sucked, dude. I would have been bummed. Woke up the next day just with hella heartburn. But how you been since? I like pop through your streams from time to time, but I know what's it called? I know you got like you usually are like you got a pretty big audience, so I'm like, oh. Yeah, I think I rated you a couple times too. Not gonna lie. Cause I'm always like, yo, Uncle Joe, dude. But what's it called? I saw the ad too, which brought me over here. You killing it always on the promotion. Shit is so much work, but we know we're gonna do it. Hey, thank you, dude. I mean, same to you. I respect your hustle, dude. Talk to Newport. I be telling Newport all the time. I'm like, yo, Joe really be doing it. I love your ads, dude. I see every time you open my Instagram, I'm always like, I need to watch this. I like the one with the steaks, dude. The video you made, I know it was a while back, but like the steak one, the one where you Photoshop all the billboards, I thought that was so comedy. Especially now that I live out here in Arizona, where you like, there's like so I guess for context, y'all, there's a lawyer firm out here called like Alcock or something, but Uncle Joe Photoshop to say all cock, no balls. And he was like, whoa, dude. I was dying. Oh, and Slow said, I love listening to VTech. He was one of my go-tos. Hey, and Kick It Back in Curling City. Dude, thank you, yeah. Yeah, VTech, I'm probably gonna do a song breakdown for it actually pretty soon. I don't think I've ever done a song breakdown for it. So, yeah, I'll probably send that, if you're in the Kaiju Club, that'll be, what's it called? Send that over pretty soon. I'm glad that you like it. And Kick It Back in Curling City was hella fun to make too. It was like, oh, yeah, no, it's just so like 2000s MMO vibes for me. I was like, hell yeah. But thank you, Slow. I appreciate it, dude. I'm glad to hear those are your favorites. And Uncle Joe says, I still can't believe people thought they was for real on Reddit. You photoshopped it really good, dude. Like, I honestly, when I first saw it, I was like, I live out here, and I was like, is that a real billboard? I was so confused. And it took me a while to be like, oh, wait, no, he photoshopped it. Yeah, it took me a minute to recognize you did it, like, you photoshopped it too good. Like, in like a good way, but yeah. It was hella funny. Yeah, Slow says, oh, hell yeah, for the VTech song breakdown. Yeah, dude. I usually listen to it when I'm cruising at night around my city. It's such a good vibe. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm glad to hear. Yeah, I'm same. Every time it comes on, I'm like, hell yeah. I know I made it, but yeah. And what's it called? But I'm glad to hear it's a good vibe for you, Slow-O. And Uncle Joe says, Newport was over here last night spinning. I know you're a busy man. Let's get together for some music. We can have some wild visuals on the green street. I am down. I'm so for real down, dude. Yeah, what's it called? What's the best way to get a hold of you? If you don't mind me asking. Should I just hit up like Newport? Maybe you Newport and I could all like plan a thing or something. Cause I'd be super, super down. And I'm like not just saying that because I'm on stream, like I'm so dead ass. I mean, you could ask Newport. I'm always like, bro, I'm trying to do something with Uncle Joe. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie. Sick. Uncle Joe says, I'm a Discord man, but we can do whatever you want. I'm down to text you. Well, here, how about this? You down to text? Is it cool if I just hit up Newport and I'll get your number for him? Don't put it in here, but yeah, I mean, I'll get your number from Newport and I'll shoot you a text like ASAP. Word? Okay, sick. I'll do that then. Hey, cool, dude. Hell yeah. I'm literally gonna. In fact, I'll do that right now. And Slow says, Slip to my number fast. Boom, 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 boom. Feeling like I had. I'll play it right now, dude. Feeling like I had a chance at last. Is it in here? It should be. Oh, I didn't put it in here. Oh, because I didn't want the English lyrics to like match up with what I'm saying. I'll just play it real quick. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm texting Newport right now, I promise. There we go. Haha, I got you. I got you, Slow-O. And oh, so I had to head out. Anyways, I got a blast. I got some photos. Oh, they just soak through. Anyways, have an amazing night. I love the music and keep it awesome vibes. Thank you, Slow-O. Well, yeah, after the banger. I mean, you can leave right out either way. I mean, you can listen to the song whenever, but I'll stay for the banger. All right, thank you, Slow-O. And Roses, hey, yeah. I don't know. I should have just kept it in here. But yeah, VTAC for the first time. Boom, 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 boom. I love playing this live. But Joe says, Uncle Joe, dude, I was telling him we all have so many pieces of the puzzle. Also, I didn't show you, but I got a whole silk screen OP in the garage. Let me know when you're ready to do a run of shirts. Sure how to print them. We can DJ while making them or something crazy. I actually need shirts made, so yes. I'm actually so down, dude. Yeah, I know Newport's mentioned to me that you do like a silk screen operation. And I like literally have a doc where I was like, hit up Newport. Oh, I gotta text Newport still. Hit up Newport still about what you got going on. What's it called? Oh my god. I'm sorry, I just got caught on the thing. But I just haven't had time, dude. When we hang out next, I'll tell you how I do my operate. We can like trade internet people notes, because I also got a whole operation going on. But would be so stoked to check out your what's it called? Your silk screening stuff, dude. I'm hyped. Let me see if I have Newport. I have Newport's number. Yeah, there we go. Yo. My stream. All right, I'm sending Newport. Yo, Uncle Joe said on my stream to text him, but I don't want to dox their number. Can you send it my way? I'll say he said it's cool. He said it's cool on stream. But yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, I'm super stoked to check it out, Uncle Joe. Especially because I can just drive on over. I mean, you know, we did the stream together. I know about where you're about. So yeah, we're not that far from each other either. So yeah. And J Dot the God, what up, Groovy? Good to see you, J Dot. Thanks for stopping by. How's your Sunday, dude? How you doing? How you feeling? Oh, I need more of these. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, like one memory I'll never forget is I played like Joy Toki New Year's, and I remember on New Year's Eve I was playing Joy Toki. It was my last song before like the next artist, and I got to bring in I think 2025 while playing VTech live, and I remember like filtered it out and like let it loop. It was like so. It was like such a moment. You know what I mean? So yeah. But Uncle Joe says, keep finding your music back with me somehow. Either some dude recommends you to me, or I'm ripping some mix and find out you're in the track listing. Everything you're doing is working. See you all the time. Your music's amazing. Gotta dip out. Dude, you're the real king, dude. Oh, Uncle Joe, no. You have no clue how much I respect everything you're doing, so that means a lot, dude. I swear to God, I'm not just saying it. So yeah, dude, enjoy the rest of your night. And I just texted Newport. So when they text me back, oh, they just sent it to me. Oh, I'll send you a text right now, Uncle Joe. So yeah. Uncle Joe, make sure you're all subbed to this, man. All the best, everyone. Hell yeah. I'm sending you a text right now. If you don't mind. And then I got to, how do I do this? Let's do music slash t-shirt slash chill thing with Newport sometime or something, Lamau. Cool. If you're still here, Uncle Joe, I texted you. Yeah, Uncle Joe. If I hope I'm not doxing, but we're like in the same area, and like we have a mutual friend, and they like do streams together. So it's been much overdue that we start kicking it and doing something. But Alex says, just want to say, the moment I get your vinyl. So first, good to see you, Alex. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing good. My bad, I was texting somebody. Just wanted to say, the moment I get your vinyls, there's going on a display because they need it up looking fire. I'm gonna have to get 2 sets. You're awesome. Never stop. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate the kind words and ended with the typo. Dude, no worries at all. I get what you're trying to say, dude. Thank you so much. I would be honored to have my vinyl on display in your collection, dude. That means a lot. And yeah, dude, you're awesome too. I definitely won't be stopping. You know, we got the whole operation going. You know, we're so deep. We ain't stopping. So yeah, dude, I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. And Slow, have a sick night. You have a sick night too, Slow. Take it easy, dude. Thanks for stopping by again. And Rose says, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And J Dot says, Sunday's going phenomenal. Got a new beanie. Oh my god, got a new beanie. Hit my second EDM house show with a fine lady. Hey, went to a comic convention earlier with my best friend. Now I'm vibing with Orchid Adventure DX in the background. Oh, dude, that's so sick. Hell yeah. Did you have an awesome day? And you got the Spider-Man, emotes and the dancing with the Spider-Man, like. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I mean, honestly, congrats on having such a good day, man. I'm like, you kind of killing it with the day. That's super sick. Yes, sir. Hell yeah. Yeah, how was the, I guess in particular, how was the comic convention? Did you get anything good? Did you see anything cool? Yeah, in Phoenix, we have a thing out here called Fan Fusion. And it's like interesting because it's like, not only is it comics, but it's like, they're like, hey, we are all fandoms convention. So whether you like anime or comics or video games, we do it all. And it's like a huge convention. They just like, it's like everything. So like, it's pretty much a geek convention for anyone. So yeah, I went last year and it was a lot of fun. It was cool too, was they had Hayden Christensen, so like the person who played Anakin Skywalker, who was like one of like the signing people, so everyone was like dripped out in like super sick Jedi outfits. And then someone came up to me like, oh shit, are you Groovy Kaiju? I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh shit. And I was like, bro, you're a Jedi, dude. That's so sick. You know what I mean? So I got recognized by a Jedi for my music. I was like, hell yeah. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, Zaku, if you're still, I think Zaku might have left, but Zaku, if you're still here, did you see that SZA is doing the opening theme song for like a new Gundam series? There's like a really sick trailer where they, so the song Snooze by SZA, for some reason Gundam was like, yo, we need that. And it's called Gundam Hathaway. Like SZA does the opening song. Just like, huh? But I mean, it kind of goes hard. Like the trailer is actually really, really cool. It's just like, you know what I mean? Didn't know I needed SZA Gundam in 2026, but I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? So I saw that recently. Does anyone here like SZA? That's like one of the other artists that like I was sleeping on. It was also my last job I worked. I listened to all of J. Cole and I listened to all of SZA, like their entire discography. And yeah, SZA kind of got some bangers, dude. I ain't gonna lie. And it's also interesting too because I guess like she grew up in like a very like they practice Islam at her house, and there was like very like you must you know, you have to be like very covered. It's like a very like not conservative isn't the right word, but like, you know, it was very like traditional. That's the word I'm looking for. Where it was like very like, hey, you know, don't talk to boys, like do your own thing, be respectful. And then for her to like then become like a super like, you know, like a pop star essentially. It's just like, oh wow. I'm like, that's so sick. Again, I like music history. I love learning about like people's come up stories and stuff. But yeah, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and do these last batch of CDs, and I think we'll call it there. Because I'm hungry. I want some of my tofu spaghetti. It's sitting in the fridge waiting for me. And J Dot says, how you feeling, Sir Kaiju? I'm feeling good, dude. Yeah, I'm just gonna probably finish this up. I guess I'm hungry, that's how I'm feeling. But yeah. But I'm feeling good otherwise. It's a pretty good day. How about you? I mean, you already told me you're doing good. You said you're phenomenal. Yeah, you said you had the best day ever, pretty much. But and dude, I brought back a good haul from the convention. Talking Collector's Editions, Todd McFarlane Spider-Man Torment. Oh, sick. Got Street Fighter 2 for the SNES, couple of stickers, first books of Kaguru Bachi, a Squirtle hat pin, and you gotta appreciate this, a Spider-Man vs. Godzilla comic. Oh yeah, I remember seeing the Spider-Man vs. Godzilla comic. That's so, yeah, I do appreciate it. That's so sick. Sorry it took me so long to type that. I'm swamped, brother. Yeah, no worries at all, dude. Yeah, you know, man, I feel you on the typing. I'll be typing all the time, dude. But dude, that's super sick. Yeah, what's cool is I remember I watched the whole video about Todd McFarlane and like their whole like history of like their impact on comics, and it's by a guy named Matt with like 4 T's. It's on YouTube. It's like a really long documentary about Todd. Probably not long, but it's, you know, decently sized. But yeah, it was like super cool that you got one of Todd McFarlane Spider-Man, because those are like the sick ones. Like they're the ones that did like the whole like, I like their version of Spider-Man's webs the best, where it was kind of looked like a gropey, but like also like very like intricate. Like the dude was like putting in work on the drawing and the detail. He was, yeah, that's sick. You got one of those. And I also have Street Fighter 2 for SNES. That's so sick. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. You got a pretty good haul, dude. That's so what's up. And Rosie says, tofu spaghetti, yummy. Yeah. Honestly, the reason why I did tofu spaghetti is because the tofu was going to go bad in 4 days. Or I said Best Buy. So I was like, I just cooked it all the tofu at once. I technically air fried it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I just boiled some pasta real quick. I was like, I gotta use the stove. Dang. And just drowned it in spaghetti sauce. And I was like, hey, not bad. And Not Legal says, I'm sorry, bro. I'm missing the strange stream. No worries, Not Legal. It's good to see you, though. How's your Sunday? We are about to start wrapping up, though. But, dude, no worries at all, Not Legal. Yeah, we're doing Sundays and Tuesdays now. So you can always pop by on Tuesday whenever you're good. Oh, yo! J Dot, thank you, dude. I appreciate you. Dude, thank you so much, dog. There we go. Hey, yeah. I appreciate you, J Dot. Appreciate the sub, dude. But what's it called? But yeah. But yeah, Spider-Man's sick though. I really like the Spider-Man games growing up. Like, you remember Spider-Man Ultimate for the GameCube? That game was so sick. And Now Legal says, it was good. I worked, then I spent some time with a close friend of mine. Oh, sick. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, spend time, low-key, spend time with friends, underrated. Obviously, but yeah. I'm glad he got to do that, dude. That's so awesome. Hell yeah. I'll be going to work too. I'll be working. Da-da-da. And J Dot says, absolutely, bro. Spider-Man Ultimate went crazy. The movie games were cool too. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I like the Spider-Man movie games as well too. I always remember the pizza, the pizza mission. I don't know why that's always stuck in my head. I think it's the beginning of Spider-Man 2. They have you do that pizza mission. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. All right, sick. And Rampage says gonna head out. Take care, you guys. Gonna have hot pot. Oh, dude, I miss hot pot so bad. Rampage, have fun, dude. I love hot pot. I found hot pot like a year before I left LA, and there was so many good hot pot places out there. The ones out here are okay. We just got Haidee Lao, but Haidee Lao was like beyond expensive, and there's not really like any other like the other hot pot options. They're okay, but dude, hot pot is so good. I don't know. Enjoy your grub, dude. Get you around, Rampage, and yeah, have a nice day, dude. I'm so happy for you, Rampage. Hell yeah. J-Dot said, yeah, dude. Hot pot sounds so good. Have a good one, Rampage. Yeah, dude, for real. Wow, hot pot, enjoy it. Yeah, Roses. Chicago got some good hot pot places. Dude, I haven't been to Chicago yet. I need to go out there. But yeah, I wanna go to Chicago hella bad too. I'll play it right now, actually. The homie Aram lives in this guy. The dude that did this remix. Oh my god. The dude that did this remix, and I guess you're on Instagram down here. They're in Chicago, so I'm like, dang, I gotta go out to Chicago and play a show with them because it's super cool. And Rampage says, yeah, Haidee Lao's okay. They have a good show. Yeah, exactly. Well, not only is it a good show, but I feel like they kind of are the best hot pot in terms of like quality, but the price doesn't justify how expensive it is, dude. Because like Haidee Lao, it's like you're paying at least $50-$60 per person. They charge you per item, and just like the whole and like but the experience is nice. Like, if I were like to go, if I wanted to impress somebody with like Asian food, I would go to Haidee Lao any day of the week. That would like be my go-to, because it is like, even though it's a chain, it's like it's really fancy. So yeah. But that being said though, like, bro, all you can eat hot pot for like $25, bro. It's smacks. If you find your spot, dude, it can smack. More than Haidee Lao, that's for sure. But yeah. J-Dot says, please do. I'll pull up. Yeah, for the going to Chicago. I'm going to go to a show in May. There's a little bit more drum and bass, but he's got some funky stuff. Oh, sick. Yeah, drum and bass is sick, dude. I was like getting into it a bunch. So, I mean, I still kind of am, dude. I'm nothing I'll stop getting into it. But yeah, like I like Pizza Hotline a lot. Probably Pizza Hotline's like my number one. But then I guess Pink Panthers, she counts, so yeah. But I don't know, you know, her old G stuff. Like, I like her drum and bass. I mean, I like all of her stuff. Literally every song she's made, I'm like, yep, this is it. Not every song, you know what I'm trying to say. Like 70% of her catalog, I'm like, yes. My queen. But hell yeah. What's on over here? Oh. And then what else did I watch? I've been watching all kinds of weird stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at my YouTube watch history. I'm like, oh wow, why did I watch that? Oh, did y'all ever watch? You know, like on Christmas, how Tyler's been doing Tyler the Creator. I'm sorry, been doing a new thing where like every Christmas they drop like a little like freestyle. I was like had Sag Harbor on loop for a hot second, because like when it came out, I was like, it's Christmas. I don't got time for this. You know what I mean? But then I was like, wait, let me circle back, and yeah, I do Tyler the Creator freestyle is hella sick. I'm just going around LA, rapping, spitting. And J-Dot says, have you heard of the guy named Hydra? I have not. Because you and him were my top listened to last year. Oh, sick. Well, thank you. I'm honored to be in your top listened to. That's sick. But yeah, future me when I rewatch the VOD, look into Hydra with 2 A's. So like, you know, like a Hydra, like a those are my King Ghidorah noises. But Sag Harbor is peak, dude. Yeah, no, it really is. I was going back and I was like, wait, hold up. What do you think of the new J. Cole album, J. Dot? That's also been on my like repeat for me. I like the song Quick Stop a lot. It's the difference you make. And then my bad. Yeah, it's about time to eat some food, man. Oh, I watched that video on Secret Service. That's King. She's sponging up my plankton and got her moving crabby. Tyler the Creator, lol. That is unfortunately a bar. Hell yeah, dude. That's comedy. She's sponging up my plankton and got her moving crabby. Yeah. It's like my favorite, like one of my favorite sayings is like, unfortunately, that's a bar. Like when it's actually good, but it's also like, why did you think of that? Yeah. Also, did we talk about this on stream? The Michael Jackson movie coming out in April? I'm so beyond hyped for that. It's also crazy with all like the news and stuff, because apparently like, you know, all the news and everything, with all them files, Michael Jackson's not mentioned once. Even though like people were trying to get him for it, for stuff like that. And it's like, you don't think, you know what I mean? So Michael Jackson's still innocent to this day. And like his documentary's coming out, so I'm like, oh shit, hell yeah. I'm like beyond hyped for that. About Roses about Michael Jackson being innocent, or just like the fact that they're making a Michael Jackson documentary movie? I guess not documentary, but just like a movie. Oh yeah, Michael Jackson being innocent. I know, right? Yeah. I was like, it's mean I see all the Instagram reels. It's like, yup. And like the fact that that he's innocent, yeah. And the fact that he was doing like the Neverland stuff was to protect the kids from like the other celebrities that were trying to like do bad things. So it's like what? So yeah, the truth prevails. So yeah, so it's really nice. But it's also just really cool because like, you know, it's like now he's mega innocent, and now there's gonna be a super sick movie about Michael Jackson. So I'm like, hell yeah. And J. Dot says, I thought it was pretty good. I only heard 3 songs, the new J. Cole album. Since I've been busy, that was a car and some friends. I really like, yeah, Safety. I love Safety, dude. I love that song as well. It's gonna be super sick. And J. Dot says, I'm gonna wear a shiny glove to the theater. Gotta pay respect to my goats. Maybe Fedora. That would be super sick, dude. No, yeah, I'm about to go all out. When it drops, I'm about to be like, yup. I might try and see it like opening night, because it's gonna be so sick. And Toledo says, can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait either, Simply Adeo. And Rose says, not to get negative. No, we can, Roses. I mean, like, you know, we've been here for so long. It's like, you know, you say what you gotta say. You know what I mean? It's all good. We're chilling. But I had a recent phase where I was feeling embarrassed about enjoying Michael Jackson too, overseeing people bring others down. So that's why I was also emotional. Yeah, exactly. I'll admit, when I was a kid, I didn't understand what was going on. So I was just like, Michael Jackson, kids, haha. You know what I mean? And like, I was in middle school. Not even middle school. I think it was like 5th, 6th grade. I guess 6th grade kind of counts. But as an adult, I was like, I don't know. You know, as I got older, I was like, well, he got found innocent. And then we watch interviews, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't look like, the way he talks about it is just like, no, I would never do that. You know what I mean? So you could just feel that he was innocent. You know what I mean? When you watch the interviews and stuff. And then, and then to see the news come and see all this come out, and it's like, oh, wow. Hell yeah, dude. Michael Jackson, my GOAT, dude. Are you kidding me? So, yeah. And one of my, what's funny too is my buddy, the one I mentioned earlier, Tyler, I don't want to dox him, but what's it called? The one who like watches ESPN. I remember once he crashed at my place where we were looking for like apartments when we were in college, and My mom, I think I asked Tyler, like, oh, what do you think of Michael Jackson? He's like, he's okay. And my mom like almost stopped the car and was like, what do you mean just okay? My mom was like you could stay somewhere else. You don't like Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? My mom was like, and he was like, oh shit. It was hella funny. But yeah, but I've definitely like, as I've gotten older, I'm like, oh wow. Yeah, those are another artist that I like went and took the time to listen to every single song that they've ever released. And yeah, Michael Jackson's discography is just absolutely beyond beautiful. And it's like wild too, because I feel like one of the reasons why my sets did good for the Crystal Nostalgia thing is because I always ask myself, like, why doesn't anyone ever play Rock With You at a show? You know, like, I wanna rock with you. Like, no, I've never heard that at a show before. And then I played it, and it was just like, I had some people that were just like, yeah, why doesn't anyone ever play this show? I was like, yeah, what? You know what I mean? To me, it was like, let me be the change I want to see in the world. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's definitely, you know what I mean? The world needs more Rock With You played at live shows. Like, I feel like it should be illegal to throw a party and not play the song. Like to throw a show and not play Rock With You. This is the metal show. No, you need to play Rock With You. I'm sorry. Yeah, Rose says, gosh, I love that one. Off the Wall is my favorite MJ album. Yeah, same. Yeah, Thriller is really good. Like, I kind of oscillate, oh my god. I kind of go between Thriller and Off the Wall. But I think Off the Wall is more, what's it called? More my speed. And J-Dot says, love the music you love, gang. I've had friends that would make me feel the same way about it. But the more time I went on the stuff, came out, I knew he was innocent. He went through the ringer as a kid. Didn't want nobody else to suffer similar to stuff, man. Man was a legend and a blessing. Yeah, no, for real, J-Dot. Yeah, the thing is, too, is like hindsight is so 2020 with the whole situation. Which is also kind of like, dang, dude. There was a lot of like 2020 hindsight about it. But I do agree, though, in general, we should all be loving the music that we love. But yeah, it was like an interesting time, too. But yeah. But yeah, I'm putting everything away, and I think we'll stop streaming once I get the studio all put back together. Because I can feel my tumbly, I got a rumbly in my tumbly. What does Winnie the Pooh say? It says something like that, right? Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And that J-Dot says, I remember like a year ago, me and a good friend were singing throwbacks and ended up learning how to play Rock With You on keys. Oh, that's so sick, dude. See, that's what I'm trying to learn piano, dude, because I'm trying to play Rock With You on keys, man. That's so dope. It's beautiful. Bro, piano was so fun. Yeah, J-Dot. And Rosa says, thanks. Yeah, I've been trying to be nice to myself about not letting it get to me. I appreciate hearing that. Hell yeah. I'm glad that we have such a space. We all like support each other. Hell yeah. We get Simply Adele DJing. Like the music that we like. Hang out, vibe. Hell yeah. Not me leaving could be sick in the end, but it's my God given right. We're Christian. Ashton Black is such a good rapper. Actually, I can throw this box away. But yeah, piano is hella fun, J-Dot. Because yeah, I was learning for a while. And I had a lot of fun learning it, but I just ran out of time. Dun, 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 dun. These boxes all organized and stuff real quick. But yeah, but low-key, I only have enough tofu spaghetti for like a little bit. So I'm debating if I want to make like more food on top of that. I probably should. I'm also gonna be super hungry later. Because I have to do this thing where like, I don't know why, but for me, but if I don't eat enough food, then what I'll end up doing is get soup. I'll like be like, no, it's fine, I already ate. And then I'll be like, no, I can't take it anymore. I need it. And then I'll end up making a bunch of food because my eyes become bigger than my stomach. And then I end up overeating. So it's like this weird game I got to play with my body. I'm saying Groovy Kaiju moves around. Hold up. Oh, the president. The dance, I got a whole Groovy Kaiju cave that they resting in. Okay, cool. That's that. That's that. And yeah, now we got Planet CDs. All right, y'all. Oh shit. Thank you, Ava.
New merch order from Ava.
Ava, I'm stopping streaming right now, Ava. But I'm gonna pack your order after I eat food off of stream, because I'm just gonna like real quick. But yeah, on that note, y'all, I think we'll call it here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much, Jada, for the support. Oh, Evan, I'm sorry, Evan. What's up? Good to see you. I hope you're having a good Sunday, but we're just about to stop. I gotta eat some food, dude. I'm sorry, Evan. But thanks for stopping by, dude. And J. says, I feel you, dude. My best advice is try to feel the keys instead of focusing on them. I play by ear, so my advice isn't always the best for other musicians. No, I feel you on that, because when I was learning, I would get so focused on like trying to do the right thing, but you kind of have to just like, you know, let it happen. Like you have to let the muscle memory take over. So if you think too hard about it, then like, yeah, I agree. I know exactly. I think I know what you're saying. But all right, let's start saying the goodbyes, everybody, because I can press the button. Dr. Scunny, good night, dude. Thanks for stopping by, Scunny. I love you, dude. Skyer, see ya. Super Day, I'll go get your eats, my dude. Roses, catch you around. Good night, everyone. Take care. Enjoy the food. Evan, good night. Take care. You take care as well, Evan. I'll catch you next time. We're streaming again on Tuesday, so you're free Tuesday night or next Sunday too. And J. says, W Kaiju stream, bro. Thanks for chatting with me, dude. Of course, anytime. Thanks you for chatting with me. You kidding me? But yeah, for real. I hope you have a good night. Super Day, good night, y'all. See you on the next one. Who else gotta say bye to? King, if you're still hanging around, King, catch you around. Rampage, I think already left, but catch you around that. Rampage, now legal if you're still watching, catch you around. Uncle Joe already left. Slow O, catch you around, dude. And yeah, Evan Graham, I'll be back. Sick, dude. Hell yeah. All right, y'all. But yeah, catch you on Tuesday. We're streaming again on Tuesday, so Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific. And yeah. All right, peace. Take it easy.